Video Game Podcast.
Ah, yes. Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the next level of live video game entertainment. That's right. It's the Level 857 Video Game Podcast with your host, as usual, Algie857.
The 20 Stallion!
Sticks.
And your boy Big Chuck, what up?
Oh, yeah.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest
Oh, yeah.
here tonight.
Yeah.
One of the members of Media Glitch, collector, gamer, and known for a most recent famous quote saying he's going to take over Fighter Fridays on the Level 857 channel. Looking nicely fresh with his new cut. Please welcome Keg Man.
Yeah.
What up, what up, what up?
Yo.
What up, Keg?
Welcome, sir.
What's up?
What is going on?
You're gonna put me on the spot like that with Street Fighter, man. Chaco gonna take it personal, man. It's not personal. It's not personal.
I took it personal.
It's not personal. It's all love in Street Fighter, man.
Yo, you know
It's
what's
all love in
hilarious?
Street Fighter.
It was funny when towards the end of that podcast, like one of the last comments in the comments section, Keg was like, "I'm taking over Street Fighter," and then the podcast was over. We were like, "Oh shit!" He said he gonna take over Fighter Fridays. I'm like, "Oh shit!" That shit was hilarious.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. How you been, man?
Good, man. Good. I can't complain, man. I'm just sitting back, relaxing, working hard every day, and trying to get some gaming in when I can.
Good. Good to hear.
Sounds
Nice.
fantastic.
And this is the burning question we ask all of our guests every week. We have a guest on.
It's a surprise each week.
No, it's not.
No, it's not a surprise.
If you watch this or listen to this, you already know. We talk about the games we played. So, Keg, tell us, what games have you been playing, man?
All right, so let's see. What have I played recently? I've been playing a lot of my Neo-Geo CD back there, if you see. I just recently did the Neo-Geo CD loader by Furtech mod on there. So it has every game built into the Neo-Geo CD, and you retain the disk drive. So you don't even know that it's there.
Wow.
So I've been playing a lot of that. On Xbox, I just recently started this game called Sword and Fairy. It's a RPG that they just came out with. It's on Game Pass. So I'm like maybe like 30 minutes into that, and then I've been playing a lot of.
This is this, I think.
Yeah. Yes. There it is. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. And it's actually pretty fun. I haven't really gotten to get deep into it, But when it comes to RPGs, man, I'm kind of like, it's so many RPGs out, man.
So they took Final Fantasy's fight style.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the name?
and
What's the name of that again?
This is on Game Pass, you said?
Yeah, Game Pass, Sword and Fairy,
Oh.
together forever. Yep, and it launched day one in the Game Pass, and it's actually a really good game, and graphically it looks good and it plays well. It's from a Chinese developer, Microsoft. That's what they're trying to do is go after those Chinese developers.
Cool.
And that's about it, man. I've been playing a little indie games, but other than that, that's about it.
Okay.
Street Fighter, obviously.
All right.
On your Neo Geo CD mod, does it have the same load speeds or is it quick?
It is extremely fast, actually. So the games are playing from a micro SD card. So when you load up a game, it's like 4 seconds.
Wow. That was the big
Instead of-
That's fast.
Yeah, it's. I remember back in the day, Neo Geo CD games would be like over a minute to load up. Some more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right.
Did we play anything?
Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, we played quite a few things. One of the
together,
games.
though. What did we play?
Yeah, we played Mario Party, man.
That's right.
Oh,
Mario
that's dope.
Party,
That's
dude. The
right.
first time on the channel, surprisingly. We played Mario Party, and it was surprisingly fun. I didn't think I was going to have as much fun as I did.
That game is fucking hilarious.
It has like what game like the what is it, like the home games? What do you call those? Like
Mini,
the old
mini
ass
games?
Not an old ass board game.
Well, yeah, it's a board game.
Like Monopoly,
Old-
Life.
Yeah, no,
a lot of people don't even know what those are anymore.
yeah. I mean, it's your traditional board
Chutes
game
and
with some
ladders.
mini games within it, and
And it
there's
has
like-
the board game aspect of it to bring people together, and it works.
yeah.
It works. I was surprised.
The screw jobs.
I mean, the comeback mechanics in that is just so random.
The screw jobs.
Dude, I was losing the entire time. And then all of a sudden at the end, I'm like, how the hell did I win?
Because
What
you were
the
losing the whole time.
I was like, yo, what the
They want to
hell?
bring some happiness to your life.
World of Bizarre said this game ruins friendships. So it's like Uno.
Mhm.
Yeah, Uno ruins friendships.
I just
too.
uploaded the footage to Premiere because I got to do shorts from it. There's so much shit to work with.
Oh, there's a lot.
From the mini games, the screw jobs. I got to zoom in on people's faces. Like,
Oh, man.
it's awful. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time, man. Definitely got to do it again.
That's the new Mario that just came out. The Mario Party.
Superstar? Is it?
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
the newest one.
So
Yeah,
it's
Mario
called-
Last-
Party Superstar. Yeah, yeah.
Last one I played was with my kids, where you get to be Bowser.
Oh,
And
really?
I was
Bowser?
I was
that's-
destroying them.
That's for the that one came out on the Wii U, I believe, right?
Yep, Wii U. Yep.
Yeah.
And they hated it because I always won. I was like demolishing them.
It's like you ain't winning this.
Right.
You're gonna have to learn how to lose.
The hard way.
You're going to learn today.
It's part of life. Then the other game we played, it was me and Turbo. We finally beat this. This is after 2 years or 2.5 years playing this game.
I see no threat to my commander.
Freaking Wargroove, Double Trouble, the co-op campaign. We finally finished it. The last battle was an interesting one because you had everybody in your party was all commanders. It was actually very similar to the single player campaign, but everybody in your party can't die. If one person in your party dies, the whole thing is over.
If one person?
One person. If
Fuck
anybody dies,
that.
anyway, on
What the
my
hell?
team and Kev's team. So we both had to like run through the whole thing. But here's the rub. Here's the rub. Check this. We just after 2.5 years of playing this game, it was Kev's turn. It was Turbo's turn to play, and he was going through the menus. And he goes through the menu, and then he was going through the menu, and this guy freaking. I see something. I'm like, wait, save? Like, go back. And he's like, wait, does that say save progress?
You could have done
Save progress in the middle of battle as many times as you want. That could have said, like, we just discovered this on the last playthrough. I'm like,
That
man,
Damn, man.
if we had have known that would have.
hilarious.
Damn.
So we started saving after every turn, and I'm like,
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
Unless
last
you mess
battle.
up.
I mean, we lost. We did mess up, but because we saved, we ended up just redoing the whole. I was like, man, that saved. Oh man, I was so mad. I was like, damn, man. But we finally finished it. We did it,
That
and
is funny.
it was a dope battle, man. That was actually good. Very, very fun.
Feels good to beat a game.
It does, man. It does. Speaking of beating games, the other game I played personally and I beat finally, it was Vernal Edge.
Oh, you beat it.
Finally beat the game.
Nice.
Finally beat Vernal Edge, man.
Nice.
Dope game. It's crazy that 2 guys made this. Freaking nuts, man.
I gotta get back to it. It's very
It's
good.
crazy that 2 people made this.
I actually
game.
might play this fairly soon.
You should. Everybody should, man. This game is dope.
Actually, waiting for that price to drop down. Just
Well,
Wait, what?
you can
Didn't you freaking
Wow.
you can buy it?
what happened? What happened?
you can actually get that cheap.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you're probably not playing on Xbox, but if you do on Xbox, you can buy it from Argentina. It's like $2, and then
really?
all you have to do is use a VPN to change your location, put it on your account, and then you can play it and download to your system here. No problems.
Oh.
That's how I do all of my indie digital games.
Yo, that
That
is
did a
that's
video
a,
about it.
yo,
Crazy.
that is a
You're
pro
dropping
tip.
these gems.
That is a
Hold on.
pro tip, man. Thank you for that. I'm gonna
No
start
problem.
doing that.
Nah, Kev, you gotta support these people, man. the indie guys that need the money.
Well,
We gotta
you
give
still
them all we
supporting
can.
them because
Yeah, they still get it.
you're just buying it from
Mhm.
the Argentinian store,
Right.
which the games are like for some odd reason like dirt
And-
cheap over there.
And they buy them from, you know.
Yep.
CD
legitimate
keys.
sources.
Nah.
I think $2 is a perfect price.
Of course you
right
say
around
$2
my- right
is a
around
perfect-
my,
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That
Wow.
falls in my bracket of.
So you gonna buy it?
This guy.
Do you even have a VPN? You don't even have a
I don't know.
VPN.
We'll figure it out.
I
Why
have
is
a
it? We'll
VPN.
figure it out.
When they
Oh,
when you
man.
buy the game, they give you a link to a free VPN, so you don't even have to worry about it.
Oh, that's even better.
Don't tell him about no free stuff.
Hey, listen, man.
I knew about that. I knew about the VPN trick with travel, like if you're buying plane tickets or something like that, you change your VPN because according to where you are and location, it's cheaper. Your plane tickets are cheaper, so you use the VPN to change your IP address, and then you can get you get your flights like super cheap or hotels and stuff. But I didn't know you could do that with video games, man. That's cool.
Pro tip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man,
Oh, yeah.
that's dope.
I thought they changed it. I read that they changed the pricing.
It
And that's
depends.
what people were mad about, even in countries where they can't afford stuff.
It depends on the
No.
on the company that
They
you
were like
use it,
18
but yeah.
times higher than what it used to be. They're like, yo, a house costs that much. I can't buy
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Joel said we're pros on Media Glitch, not amateur hour like some other channels. Yo, the disrespect
man.
is so
Oh,
real, bro.
man.
They're coming in hot.
Joel, I done seen some amateur hour. Don't start.
Oh man.
Amateur hour.
We're all amateur hour.
That's great.
Yo.
Nah, man, we all pros. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh man, the other game I just started messing with, it just came out on the Switch, was Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
Nice.
What in the hell is that?
It's it's Capcom. It's like a murder mystery. You play a detective who
got
he
murdered,
dies.
right?
You got to figure out who killed you,
That was like a lamp.
and you possess inanimate objects, and try to help prevent other people from dying.
The lamp
It's
is the
interesting.
murder.
It's cool, man. And then you get like a time limit. So like, say this girl right here,
What
she's gonna
was
die.
that run?
This is the remake, right?
she's
It was
about to
3DS or DS?
It was for DS originally.
Okay.
I had never beat this game, but I had it on the DS, and I never beat it. But
I didn't hear about it at all.
I was like, yo, this is coming. They're re-releasing it, and it's a remastered, so it looks, obviously better, a better, cleaner version. But
Capcom's been making that stuff like perfect. Everything.
I'm liking it so far, though. It's good. It's good.
But do you
Good
know
shit.
who done it?
Hmm?
Do you know who done it?
I didn't play that far into the
Just the
game.
lamp.
It was the lamp.
No, you take over the lamp. You take over the lamp.
And that's who did it.
You take over the lamp.
Imagine. It was me, moron.
It could be. It could be.
Damn, Joel. Yo.
Yo,
Oh,
Joel,
man.
Joel coming in real
Whoa.
hot.
Tell me how you really feel, dude.
This happens. I can see his face right now saying it.
Wow.
Yeah,
man.
with a grin.
Oh,
with a
yeah.
sleazy grin.
A savory
Wow.
fart.
A savory fart.
Damn.
Read that
That's
out.
what's up, Savory.
Thing to think about.
Read that out for the audio listeners.
We have this next comment comes from a savory fart. What's going on, man? It's a savory fart that bumped into you in NYC a few months back. I mean, we bumped into several savory farts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smells. In the
My
city.
nose still is recovering from that.
I just never heard of a fart named
Oh,
savory.
man.
It feels good, man. I guess
That is hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to the chat.
Thanks
to the
for coming through, Savory Fart.
Word. Thank you. Hey, let me give you the
Cafe Fox, mass produce,
give you that.
Media
go, man.
Glitch, Lord Shabalba, Cafe Fox, World of Bizarre. Thank you guys for coming through. Oh, Solomon McNeil. Let's go.
Everyone gets a douche.
Everybody, man.
Yes.
Everybody gets that. All right.
Just passing gas through. My God, the fart puns will never end.
I can't.
Oh,
Chalk, talk about Fighter Fridays, man. What happened?
Joe wants
man?
to know
Fighter
what,
Fridays.
Joe wants to know what game you're talking about, the strategy game.
Wargroove.
Yes.
Oh, Wargroove. Yes, Wargroove. Finally beat it. You can watch it on the channel.
Yeah.
Check it out. Good stuff.
Fighter Fridays was the return of Smash Friday. And, of course, I'm not even on screen for this shit.
You spectating?
Yo, it's crazy. Al always picks the worst clips, and he picks them at random.
Dude,
I guess it just means I'm
somebody
that bad
was
at the game.
somebody was watching it because I just go from
Oh, that
where,
was Turbo. That was definitely
from where it
Turbo.
was last left off.
This is definitely Turbo that was just watching.
It's from
this.
where it was last left off.
This is definitely Turbo that was watching this.
So somebody was watching this, and this is where that's all I do is just
Wow.
play from where it left
Wow.
off.
Thanks, Turbo.
Someone caught that sword in the face.
But nah, I actually did pretty well for not playing the game for 2 months. I got like 5 or 6 wins that night.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just only one of y'all playing?
Okay.
Turbo took over.
Damn. So you were just spectating the whole time? Let me see.
You commentate. You win.
word?
How you win commentating?
Oh, word? Oh, yeah.
How do you win commentating?
Got jokes from the peanut gallery?
I'm just
y'all
going
got
by what I
jokes?
saw right there.
None of y'all picked up them sticks on Friday, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah, exactly. I
Trying
didn't
to
see
let
you.
you-
man,
I didn't
I'm
see you.
trying to
I
let
definitely
you-
didn't see you.
I'm trying to let you
That's
live.
a baby game, man. That's a baby
I'm
game.
trying to let
Baby
you.
game.
I'm trying to let you be happy at least once a night, like one Friday.
I don't
That's
even
good.
know why would you pick. Why would you pick Smash Fridays though?
I just want to see you happy and smiling.
That's a baby game, y'all.
I didn't want to
Wow.
ruin your
Gotta
night.
play
Anyways.
some, gotta
That's
play
your
some
Friday,
grown
that's
up.
your night.
Gotta play some grown up stuff, man.
Yo, I'm tired of y'all. I'm so tired of y'all. And of course, I've been playing Street Fighter 6. My Ken is Silver 4, and my Ryu is Gold.
You'll talk about that blood feud between you and Kay.
Blood feud. I wouldn't call it a blood
He said
feud.
that blood feud.
I wouldn't call it a.
There's no blood feud. I just enjoy playing them. That's all.
Yeah.
Now there was a few with me and Reggie, but that has some
Yeah, Reggie
swept
said,
over.
Reggie said he needs to get some get back on you.
Oh.
But I'm playing Friday, so
It's all love. It's all love.
Joel, if you want the smoke, you're more than welcome. Cag, we can settle our differences on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'll be there. You. I mean, it's all like I said. It's all love, man.
Let's
I mean,
go.
I take my losses better than I used to.
Broken
Okay.
controllers. No broken controllers.
Oh, man.
He's got it back.
My controllers are too expensive to break.
Oh, no. That's
No,
Some shits are like 80 something bucks or shit. Whatever.
Dude, I
the fuck.
tried using an
That's
arcade
cheap.
stick. I can't do it.
No, ever since
I can't play the arcade stick. with
Ever
it.
since I threw one of my Xbox controllers playing Dragon Ball, and I had to fix it myself, I was like, nah, I'm just not even gonna get mad anymore.
The
Nope.
setup
I
pillow
use,
is good way. So you throw
So what do you do? Yoga? The hell?
Like,
Nah,
meditate?
I'm just
Oh,
like,
that's what I got.
just think.
That's
about
what I got, Kay.
I think about my bank account.
Yeah, I love this, dude. This is
Oh,
That's
that's
the same one that I use.
phenomenal.
Oh.
Yeah, phenomenal. And,
That's beautiful.
they're hard to get on Xbox, so I would not
Really?
want to break them. Yeah, they're readily available on PlayStation, but the Xbox ones are really hard to find.
I got the
so
Xbox
I'd
one.
be upset if I broke that one for sure.
Ooh.
I didn't even realize that was hard to get. All right.
Oh
I
yeah.
might have to get one of those.
Too late.
It's hard to get, man.
It's hard to get. You ain't gonna get that.
Yeah, you can get
Wow.
It just makes it easier because all of your light, medium, hard punches and kicks are right there in the front. You don't have to worry about
The
going
triggers.
to the
Well, the
yeah,
top
and then
button
I
would be
can
your
map
thing.
map my throw to my right top right B, which
Mhm.
just makes the throw even easier to get to. So
Yeah.
Joel's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Glad Choco got a couple of wins on Smash. Any wins a win for Big Choco.
Damn.
Wow.
Dang.
Yo, so everyone's coming after me today, huh? All right. Joel, I see you on Friday too. See you on Friday.
Yo.
Oh man, that's great.
Wow.
It
Y'all
just- it
want
makes
the
the show-
smoke?
It makes the show better. It makes the show better.
It does. It does. It does.
Oh,
But we gotta get our team though. We gotta make teams, and then y'all gotta make a team. We gotta get the squads together, go against each other. Because we can make teams in there. I don't know how many players can be on each, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
at
we can
least
make like
more than
plans and
5.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make
don't
no
do that.
plan though.
That's
Come
racist,
on, man.
No racism. No
That's
racism.
not.
Don't
oh,
make me-
I would make a
Clan.
team.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Man, Wu-Tang Clan, bro. Come
The
on.
Foot Clan.
Wu-Tang team.
Tag team. That sounds
Oh, no.
I was actually watching that show yesterday.
Oh, man.
I forgot season 3 came out. I love that show.
Good show.
Yeah, I like that show.
Yikes.
Even though it's like probably not realistic at all, but I'm sure some of it is. It's entertaining enough though. I like it.
What have you been playing, sir?
For me, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I should be playing Final Fantasy 16, but I have not started yet.
Boo.
So shut up. Man.
I like to make a random boo.
So
You're
I
not a
tested
fan.
out.
That's,
I didn't update. I tested,
Mad hate. Just mad hate for no
So-
Out of nowhere.
I tested out the Mister. I had to update it. So I was like, the thing about it was when you man, listen. When you update it, it gives you more arcade games as they release them. And I was
Yeah.
like, let me check out and see what they have on it because it's been a while. It's been a couple of months since I even checked it out.
Yeah.
So I looked at it and I was like, oh, they got Prehistoric Isle, and I played that. That was from SNK actually.
Prestock
Yes.
owl or owl?
Isle.
Isle. I was like,
Prehistoric
owl. I was like,
prehistoric owl.
I had to make sure because
From the history
because
book,
I had
yeah.
a joke coming for owl because I thought you said prehistoric owl.
Prehistoric owl.
I
Yes.
was like, oh, that's Emily drinks.
I'm a caveman. I'm a caveman when I drink.
No, I remember it
Nah,
in the
I'm a
arcade.
guy.
I mean, I have other footage of other things I played, but I remember it in the arcade, and I remember the theme music when it played. Because you know how when arcades play, they play the theme song. whatever they play. And it always drew me to and got me to throw quarters in. So I was like, oh, it's on here. I mean, it didn't age as well as I remember it, but the song is still catchy. And I never beat that game, and you know it's free credits, so I was like, I'm
Prehistoric
just gonna
Isle.
get through it all. Yeah, but I got through it, and it's pretty dope still. I enjoyed it, but I like the first stage more because of the music. But it's 2 players. Obviously, I didn't play 2 players, but kind of reminded me of a little like R-Type, which by the way is the next game I played. So I beat that game, and then I went to R-Type Neo, which I never played, and that was pretty dope. And it reminds me of our topic today, Neo-Geo also. But yeah, it's not, that game is definitely not as hard as the original R-Type or R-Type 2 or R-Type 3.
Did you have homing lasers?
Homing?
I don't think there was homing lasers in this, though.
Homing?
But the thing that makes this easier, when you play the regular R-Type and you die, they start you back. You have that 1 life, so you start back from
At the
wherever.
beginning?
Not at the beginning, but like at certain parts. Or is it the beginning? It might be the beginning. I'm not sure. But
Damn.
and this you can continue where you left off and just win. Like you don't
Okay.
they don't mess you up like that. But R-Type, rough game. And then I went to Bionic Commando, which is another arcade game, which I never played because I like the Nintendo one, which is far better, by the way.
Than the arcade?
Way better than arcade, dude. The arcade is cheesy and corny. Like I couldn't even play it. I was so mad at it because it doesn't even look good. And Capcom, I was like, what the hell is this? Like it's really bad.
That's pretty.
And like the mechanics are so much better on Nintendo.
It looks like multiple games put together.
yeah.
It looks like Ghouls and Ghosts.
It's
Yup.
Ghouls and Ghosts and like
And
a
the
fake
grappling
Strider.
hook.
Yeah,
It's definitely
yeah.
Ghouls and Ghosts though.
It looks like
Yeah.
a knockoff of.
You get hit once.
You put Bionic
man.
Commando in Ghouls and Ghosts.
You
This
get hit
is-
once, you die.
This is
You
arcade.
bump into anything, you die. Like they were out to steal.
Oh,
your
Nintendo
money.
one was amazing.
Yeah.
Give me your
This
quarters.
This shit was
Yeah,
trash.
quarter muncher.
Yeah.
And I beat the game. I didn't
Why are you
realize
running
I
so slow?
I didn't realize I beat the game, so I played it again. And then I beat it again. I got the same ending. I was like, man, this is
Trash.
garbage.
How long did it take you to beat the game?
That game's like 20 minutes at most, or maybe 15.
Jesus.
But it's made this to your quarters. And
Yeah.
And then I played another game. It was apparently it was Sky Shark. It was named like something different on the thing. I didn't know what it was.
Sky Shark.
Yeah, it was a shooter. And I was like, yeah, I'm feeling like I could beat all these arcade games since it was free. It was free.
Of course.
So I was like, I'm gonna get through all these tonight. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be no longer than 20 minutes. It's gotta be. Stupid game was it just kept repeating itself, getting harder and harder to play. And I'm like, haven't I been here? I don't know if this is the new stage, so this is way harder than the other stages. I
That
was in.
clip, I'm like, what's happening? in
I
this
was
fucking
landing.
class?
I
I'm
was
like,
landing.
what is he doing?
Yeah. I'm
But
trying to
it
figure out
doesn't. There's
myself.
no ending. So I played this thing for like 2 hours.
Oh my
Like,
God.
dude,
What?
I was playing it for so long.
Just an endless loop.
I was like, I wasted so much time. I have to get to the
Yeah.
end of this game.
Oh, there was no
And
ending.
It kept looping.
No, there's no ending in
There's
arcade, man.
there
Back
was
then,
5 levels, and it just kept looping.
that's like Tetris. There's no ending to that shit. It
What's
just
that?
kept going over and over.
It was so
No,
bad.
there's an ending to Tetris.
Yeah.
No, there's several endings, but I'm saying just
But that
once you reach
game-
a certain amount of points, you can't go. It just keeps going.
Dude, I was so mad I wasted all that time.
Oh, Cag, your nemesis is in the
Oh shit!
is in the chat.
It's
Oh,
Radical
what up, Reggie?
Yes, Shark is what it was called.
Shark.
Reggie,
Yeah.
we're playing
Reggie.
Street Fighter on Friday, bro.
We're gonna team up against. I got a new name for level 857 for Friday. They're gonna be level 187 on Friday. So we're gonna team up.
You have
Get
to call it.
some homicides for them.
Wow.
Get
Murder was
get
the
that work
case.
in, Reggie.
Murder was the case. Let it happen. Let's go.
Wow.
You ain't no undercover cop, though.
Oh God.
Oh man, took that a little far.
Whoa, what they say with undercover cop, man?
Damn, man.
Wow.
Damn.
But I also played Kid Nicky,
Damn.
and that game is stupid hard. Because I know like, there was always a glitch on the main ROM, So whenever I got to the last stage, it was glitchy and you couldn't see the floor anymore.
Oof.
So I was like, yo, I can't beat this.
This is
So I
rough.
finally played the arcade one on here, and I was like, this should have the last stage.
This is rough.
Kaneki is amazing. Shut up.
It is rough looking.
Kaneki is amazing. But I got
That
to the
looks
end.
like a low budget Yamcha.
It
Oh,
does.
I mean, it does, right? It probably came out around.
Not
then.
even Goku, a straight up low budget
That's-
Yo,
Yamcha.
what's up with the henchman?
that's-
Dude,
that's
the
Noku.
end. The end of the game.
You
The
said-
last
did you
boss.
just call him Noku?
That's
Noku.
That's Noku.
Stop it, bro. Oh my god.
It's a fun game, but the last boss is a ripoff. He's so
Yo,
cheap.
those masks.
You got to get through the entire.
It's like the fake ass Foot Clan or something.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
But you got to get to the last boss. He's the whole stage, and you got to beat him the whole time without losing. I'm like, dude, this is too hard to beat. And it's literally 3 hits I needed left to beat him. I could not do it. Could not do it. But they had invincibility code, so I just used that and beat the game. So never have to play that again.
Wow.
It took forever
Wow.
to get there, man. It was tough.
Radical Reggie was asking, "Where's Turbo?" Turbo only shows up for me. He said, "Forget CAG and the Street Fighter skills."
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn, that gets
Reggie talking that smoke.
Wow.
Yikes.
Against his own teammate.
Yeah, word.
That's just Reggie, man. He trolls everybody. I wouldn't even take it to heart.
No, I mean, yeah, because I remember for a long while, Reggie would come into Fighter Fridays and just be like, "Yo, you suck." Like,
You just be trolling in there.
10 minutes into the stream, like, even if I won, he was like, "Yo, you're trash. Like, you barely won." Meanwhile, like, the person that I played was better than me, and I'm just like, "Thanks, Reggie. Thanks for showing up, guy."
appreciate the support.
It's all love, Reggie. It's all love.
Oh man.
I think Reggie's mad because I retired him from Street Fighter 5.
Damn. Wow.
Reggie said, I'm trolling. Of course.
Yo, and Joe's like, "Yo, he's not lying. Yo, these guys are coming after me today. Why is everyone after my neck?" Yes, I remember that. You did that. You did that in Street Fighter 6 too.
Oh, when he won and left.
He won and left.
He said, "I'm getting out of here."
Like, no rematch for you.
He's like, "We out.
Damn.
That's why I got to make sure I beat him all the time.
Yep.
Was
So
that
we
all
know
you,
winning and leaving.
was that all you played, Sticks?
That's all I pick up.
All right.
I had to do my retro gaming. Got it out the way.
Cool. What about you, sir?
Nothing. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Bam.
I'm joking. I got in some Horizon time.
Nice.
Go a little bit further, getting closer to the end of the game.
Sweet.
But I keep doing some side shit because I want to get more weapons that I left behind and more skills and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's fun, man. I really enjoy killing these fucks. Like every time I'm trying to go somewhere and you see like one of these machines just chilling, I'm like, man, no, I'm
They need to
snuffing
die.
them. Yeah, like you gotta go, man.
Well, when you learn how to kill him, it's actually
It's-
that strategy is fun.
That's awesome. There were these
Take 'em down.
there were these fucks that like they're like invisible like the Predator.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like it how they're very vulnerable to electricity.
Yeah.
So I got like this big machine gun type thing. And I like just loading them up, and they would get dizzy. Then you load them up again, they get dizzy. Then they just they fucking die. I'm like, fuck you, because they always would hunt me down.
I would leave the electric.
Oh yeah,
the
those are dope.
tripwire?
Yeah,
And they would fall for that.
those are dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, game's awesome, man. Games, I have nothing but good things to say about this game. And this playthrough didn't have any glitches.
But leave it to
Notes?
Zelda to call it
No,
like
huh?
a non-existent game.
Well, I mean, that's what happens. It comes out the wrong time.
And people don't talk about Horizon forever.
It comes out when Elden Ring comes out. It comes out when Zelda comes out. It comes out when
God of War comes
God
out.
of War comes out. So it just gets.
It's always that
Snubbed.
second place game that gets no
Yeah.
mention.
And I know Joel could agree. God of War should be up there above Horizon. So that's probably why it never gets up there.
Joe would say that, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's mad fun. Like one of my favorite things to do in Horizon was to corrupt the other machines and
Oh,
have them
yes.
fight the bigger machines for you. Like so much
I feel
fun.
sad though when they lose. I kinda-
Yeah,
You
me
know what's
too.
messed up
I'm
about
attached
that game, though? It's a good and bad thing, is that there's so much to do, which is awesome. But the gaps between when I play the game, I forget all the cool shit that I got last time.
Yeah,
Yup.
yeah,
So I stick to like 3 things. And I'm like, fuck, man, I could do this, though? That would have made that boss a lot easier if
That's why I
I
haven't
remembered
played
what I bought.
because I got to regulate just that game. I haven't started.
That's exactly what it is. You have to just... And if you focus on just that game, it's such an awesome experience, but it's just time.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't put it down when I was playing.
Yeah.
I was like, and I just remembered everything that I had and made the last boss so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, the corrupting
Never-
shit, I'm pretty sure I have it, but I didn't fucking do it yet. What do you say,
I
Kat?
never made it past the first game. the first game where you have to save that guy in the tall grass. It's like raptors all around him. You got to save him.
I don't remember.
In the first
Remember
game,
that?
I don't remember.
In the
The
first
very
game?
first game in the beginning, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the
I,
beginning?
I,
Where? When
yeah, I
they
saved him, and then never went back to the game.
So you
Oh,
didn't even
wow.
start. You didn't even start.
Yeah,
that
you didn't
thing.
scratch anything.
you didn't like it or just didn't have time?
You know what? It's I had a real addiction problem with buying every new game that comes out and moving on. The game, I enjoyed the game, but something new came out. I picked that up and put that down. Then I put that one down and picked up something new. Just kept going.
Damn.
So I have like a library of games that I'm like 20 to 30 minutes into them and never went back to them.
Oh, wow.
It's real bad, man.
Sticks is like word.
Yo, the disrespect is so real.
It's like, yeah, I know what
I
you're
didn't
talking-
start them at all. Then.
Oh, yo.
I didn't put 30 minutes in.
Oh, question though. I got a question, Kag. Have you ever? I don't know if we asked you this last time, but have you ever messed with the Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War games?
Beat both of them, and they
How
are
awesome are they?
phenomenal.
So
My
thank you.
God.
They're take it. Look at it like this. Reskin Batman Arkham Knight,
yeah.
and you have that game.
Yeah.
It's so great.
It's
The
good.
combat is so amazing. The story is amazing.
Yeah, man.
And anybody that loves them, they're super cheap. Just pick them up and play them. You'll love
Yeah, 3 of us haven't played it.
I'm starting it this
Well,
weekend.
EA
Calm down, man.
EA
I was going to ask for my game back, dude.
EA just announced.
So you haven't
Calm
played it.
down.
It's been 3 weeks
Calm
already.
down.
EA just announced that they're making Black Panther with that thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I,
That's
saw
That's
it.
dope.
rumored to be with that because they're the only ones that have that patent.
I was like, wait, what?
So it's possible.
If it's anything remotely in the vicinity of what Mordor and War was, Jesus, that game.
So we could have a Black Panther Batman game
The
with
net-
that with the Nemesis.
Ooh,
That'd be pretty
Oh,
dope
yeah,
That would be crazy.
that would be amazing.
that would be.
because people like to hate on EA, but I mean, Black Panther and Avengers.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Oh, who
Considering
remembers
Oh,
that
he was
game?
awesome. He was fun to use.
And that wasn't even like his game.
Who remembers that game?
Yeah, exactly.
He's so sad. He's so sad.
But it's a possibility. It could be that new Black Panther game could be dope.
I think what EA, they just gotta not do microtransactions
Yep.
in their games, and they'll be okay. People
I
will
don't
leave
think
them
it's been-
alone.
Yeah,
If
I mean
they
they
stop.
haven't done that since the Star Wars game. So I think they're
Yeah.
on a much better path. That was literally like what longer than 5 years ago. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
You
did
know, the
that-
gaming
5 years
community
ago.
don't forget. Man.
They did that in Shadow of War. They
Yeah.
did that in Shadow of War, and
Oh,
then,
Well,
and then they
that
got
was
rid
the
of
end
it.
of it. Though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, then
That's
they-
when they cut it and it was done.
Then they got rid of it.
They tried it.
I'm like, you motherfuckers.
They tried it.
Sons of bitches. How dare you try to ruin
Yeah.
such a great game.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna put
Scum.
NFTs in this.
Oh, God.
No, don't
Wow.
say it. Don't even speak it into existence, bro.
Oh,
Don't
God.
speak it into
I haven't even
existence.
heard NFTs in such a long
Yeah,
time.
that's like
Yeah, they want that actual phrase to die.
Yeah.
Good.
It'll still
They
be
knew
around.
that.
Technology's
They
not
knew
gonna
that was
go away.
stupid, man.
Technology's not
That
gonna
was
go away,
dumb.
but they got to stop calling it NFT. They fucked that up.
I remember when I was working one of my other jobs, there was a party last year. It was like a 3,000 people party. It's an NFT party,
Mhm.
and everyone's networking and everything. And I was just talking to random people because whatever I was doing was very easy. I was just handing them like fucking packed up lunches and shit, and it was like a catering event. And I'm like, hey, how's your day going? They're like, this is bullshit. This NFT is fucking bullshit, man. He's like, they hype up this and they talk about this, and what the fuck are we doing here? I was like, damn, all I just said was, how you doing? Fucking angry. He was angry. I'm like, all right.
question.
he didn't like his non-fungible tokens.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man,
Like, what the fuck is a funge?
Yeah, like,
What's a
what-
Samaflange?
What are we doing here? No one knew what they were doing there. Like, oh my God, it's 3,000 of y'all. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
The only way I would accept that is they applied it to my Steam library, and it counted that I own that wherever I go, all times, and then they can't take that away from me. That's when I would apply it
For digital games, yeah.
for my Steam library.
NFTs, NUTs.
Oh my God.
I'm going to call them NUTs.
They rebranded to NUTs.
NUTs.
That's
You want some of these NUTs?
No.
Instead of that,
Oh,
that's the new name.
man.
That's the new name.
Who's
of
collecting
Damn.
those,
Who's
man?
collecting these NUTs?
it? Somebody.
Yo, that is terrible. That's pretty bad.
Come get these level 5.7 NUTs.
That's gonna be our first product on sale.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Ridiculous.
Oh dear.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
How the hell did we get to
Wow.
that?
I don't know, man.
We went from
Talk
Horizon
about these
to
NUTs.
But I forgot, since it's podcast 270, we gotta do a shot.
Oh yeah, we haven't drank anything.
Yeah, that's
Can you
right.
believe it? All right,
Podcast.
cheers,
Sip
y'all.
them if you got them, guys.
Hold
Drink
on a second.
responsibly.
Yeah, this is a special episode.
Cheers, everybody.
270.
Cheers, y'all.
270.
270.
It's a lot of episodes. Shit.
Here we go.
For real.
All right.
What's in the glasses? Tequila.
I got
Oh, damn. I don't
Poison.
know what was this. What was this?
and mine.
Was that
It
Knob
was
Creek?
a Centauri whiskey, and yours, Chalk, was Brugal Viejo.
Okay.
Okay.
Jay, I gave you Black Label
Poison.
Johnny Walker,
Poison.
What did I get?
and you
All right.
probably, I think, got the Viejo also.
Oh. All right. It was actually kind of smooth. So.
Yeah.
Now the show's gonna get off rails.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Like it hasn't already?
No. That's completely on topic.
I just hope I.
Actually, what are we talking about?
Talking
Wow,
about these
wow.
NUTs.
No.
11857 NUTs coming soon.
We were
There
gonna
you
go
go,
into.
Take a shot with your NUT.
Invest now. I'm sorry.
Invest in these NUTs.
You'll be sorry if you don't.
Yeah, man. You gotta get it now before it's too late. You wish you bought these NFTs.
Oh man.
Oh,
Price
man.
gonna skyrocket.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the news. Yeah, that was clean.
That was super clean without turbo. Like, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom,
I'm
boom, 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 boom.
That's the one you
Ruining
can
it.
save. That's the sample right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the one y'all can play whenever y'all want.
okay.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
like these NUTs.
No.
No, dude.
I'm sorry.
It's not the soundbite.
All right, let's get to the news. Capcom is considering a new Mega Man game or games. Yes, let's start that over.
Damn.
The shot's hitting.
The shot hit him.
Capcom is considering new Mega Man games. It just needs some ideas.
How about co-op? How about that as an idea?
Yeah,
Co-op.
That's an idea.
How about hire some people who have ideas for Mega Man? How about that?
I got an idea for Mega Man.
Word. What?
Make it co-op, and instead of getting the Robot Master's powers, you call the Robot Master in as an assist.
Interesting.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Interesting.
You know
So
how
hire Chalk.
you know
There you
how,
go.
You know how the fighting games do. You call in for an assist.
I was just about to
character.
say,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
some
yeah.
fighting game shit right
Yeah.
there. You try to throw in there.
Exactly.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, the
though.
funny thing is, 30XX is an indie game that is based off of Mega Man X, pretty much, and that is co-op, and they've made that in both 20XX, XX. I almost says SEX. And SEX.
You all right?
What happened? It's
Yeah.
a damn Centauri, goddammit.
What's that shot, man?
But in both of those games, it was co-op. It was
And
one of the characters.
how was the co-op though?
Awesome. It was
Yeah.
great. Yeah, it was great. When one
Wasn't
player's off.
Shockman?
Who?
Wasn't Shockman 2 players
Shockman. What the? That was a beat 'em up, right?
for TurboGrafx? No.
This
It
is
was like Mega Man.
20X.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember no Shockman. Might have to look that shit up.
I think it was 2 players.
But yeah, it was 20XX was roguelite. But
Which
in
sucks.
but in 30XX, I believe you could save in it. But
That's 30XX. We're looking at right now.
This
That's
looks
20XX.
This is 20.
Oh, that's 20XX.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a complete rip.
I think 30XX is out on Steam, but it's coming out on the consoles. I think in the fall. I could be wrong, but
How about they hire those guys?
That's what I'm saying. It's like this take how they did co-op,
This is 30XX.
do it that way, add some new shit, and everyone will be happy.
Oh, I got another idea.
What's that?
Let's dope.
Make a Mega Man Legends games, but you can make it like 2-player co-op, but you can use different iterations of Mega Man, like the 8-bit Mega Man, the Mega Man.
Damn.
Wow.
Yo,
Wow, he got shut down.
Yo, he shut down.
Yo, you
his
got
idea.
shut down
Yo,
quick,
He
dude.
just hated on your
Yo.
face.
You can't
Bro.
talk about Legends right now. I got Legends.
This is cool, though.
Let me talk about Legends. Another Mega Man series, not Legends.
Yeah, this one looks cool.
Wow.
30XX looks pretty
Yeah,
dope.
30XX is insane.
Wow.
You will see that on the channel actually when it comes out for the Switch.
Looks pretty dope.
I think Sticks is just mad because he ain't think of the idea.
But for Mega Man Legends, I think everything else is turning open world. Why not make a Mega Man Legends an open world?
Yeah.
Make a Mega Man Generations. Wasn't that gonna be a thing?
Okay, that's a good name. Generations.
Wasn't that
Fine.
gonna be a thing? And they canceled it.
Yes, I think it was.
I think that's what it was.
It got
called.
canceled though.
Oh, I feel so fucking.
Bring back Powered Up.
It's fucked up.
I want Mega Man 2 Powered Up. You can stop. You can stop after that. I just want Mega Man 2.
Oh man, what was his name? The
And
dude
3.
that did Mega Man 2.5D, and we played it on a channel with Mega Man and Proto Man.
A little glitchy, but it was good, right?
No, there was one glitch, one in particular that
That
stopped us
game-
playing
it was a
the entire
game-breaking
game.
glitch.
Wow.
But it was
that was good?
awesome. It was done really well, really well. Challenging as shit, like Mega Man is, but it was awesome.
I played the Mega Man Street Fighter crossover they had, and that was pretty
This
dope.
is a
Oh, that was cool. That was actually very cool. This is Mega Man 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
2.5.
interesting. That was very interesting.
That's Snake.
I would have
Man
bought that
music.
exact one out for 3DS in 3D. I would have did that if I was Capcom.
Yeah, the co-op was fun. The co-op was fun, but it was like you both have. It's kind of remind me of how if you play Battletoads, you both got to be on point. Or if you play Cuphead, you both got to be on point. You can't be.
Oh yeah.
You know, if one of us is off, it's like we ain't gonna get this done because when one of you dies,
Yeah.
you go back to where the checkpoint is.
Got to be on the same page.
But
They made so many Mega Man games. I can see why they're having problems thinking of new stuff. But
I also think
you can do it.
that the reason they're having an issue with Mega Man games is you have so many Mega Man clones out there. Like the game you guys just showed,
yeah,
Mighty Gun Vault, Mighty Number 9.
yeah,
All of these clones that have took Mega Man to the next level already and used
Yeah.
like so many great ideas that they're like, dang, if we do this, we're gonna feel like we're copying a clone.
yeah.
You know, so I think they're really in a tough position. They really have to like reinvent Mega Man to bring something fresh and new if they want to.
Someone just needs to tell them we just want Mega Man.
Well, the
we
thing-
don't need it to be fresh and new.
Well, the thing is, they have 3 different kinds, right?
Mega Man X
Even though
hasn't been a while.
even though Mega Man Legends is gone, they could bring it back.
Yeah.
So that style can come back. Mega Man X has kind of taken a break for a bit, but the indie game is starting to take off where that left.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a lot tougher, and you have to come back co-op.
Mm.
If you do the regular Mega Man 11 looks amazing, awesome new things you can do, but they got to bring that Mega Man music back.
Right.
That's what was missing. The way he looked was awesome. The way the stages were fine, but they got to bring that Mega Man music back.
Plus,
but-
Joel can't play that one really.
Yeah, oh yeah, we saw Joel fall in the hole multiple times.
It's very entertaining.
Damn.
But Joel has nothing to say about Mega Man. I'm sorry.
But I think
yeah.
I think if they go the generations route, it would be cool if they had Mega Man, Proto Man, Base,
Fat
Mega
Mega
Man
Man.
X,
The
Zero,
American Mega Man.
Mega Man, the Mega Man from Mega Man Legends.
The cover.
The cover guy,
Cover art. Mega
the
Man.
horror,
No.
the horrible.
Nah, that could be
the
a
one who was
skin.
in. He was in Fighting Game.
No, that could be a skin.
Oh, he was like awful, and he was in Resident Evil 3 remake
Was he?
in a store.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they had a store with
Yes, he
toys
was.
and shit.
Yes, he
It was
was.
fucking terrible.
He was
That's what they
in
would do.
Dead Rising also.
Yes.
Yes,
Ooh,
he was.
Dead Rising,
Yes, he
yeah,
was.
Yes,
Yep.
yep, he's in Dead Rising also.
I think Capcom, if they went back to Legends, I think that they should re-release 1 and 2, redo them like they're doing all the
Remake.
remakes.
Re-
They're
no,
doing all
remake
these
it.
awesome remakes.
No remaster, remake it.
No, remake
Yeah.
Mega Man Legends to look exactly like a cartoon. Voices were fine. Gameplay needed a little work with the camera. They can make that glorious now.
Make it look like Hi-Fi Rush.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
please.
I was gonna say
Yes.
Hi-Fi Rush
They can make a
graphics,
killing with that right
Mega
now.
Man Legends,
And then
Hi-Fi
finish
Rush
the
graphics.
trilogy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Finish the damn trilogy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's what they intended to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
in the first place. That's what they should do.
To-
next.
or
And
just
that's what
I
they-
think it's easier to come out with that because it's a lot more. I think with Mega Man X, it's a lot more. Other people making your shit better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to
they
kind
can
of
make Legends better.
Yeah.
They made it at the point. It looked like a cartoon then.
I-
Imagine now.
I think for Legends they should just full on go to a sequel. Like just make a sequel, but make it like add all the cool.
Well, bring it together. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Bring 1 and 2
Don't,
the way you're doing it, supposed to do it, and then bring 3. You need it all. You can't go back to PlayStation.
I say do release a third one like with the souped up animation, graphics, all that. Like Hi-Fi Rush.
But
style.
you know how long it's been. You got to start that. Story
I'm saying
over.
is start the third one,
Mm.
see how it sells. If people start liking that, then remake the first and
They're not
second one.
gonna-
I think that's how. To me,
it's a
that would work
trilogy.
for me.
It's a trilogy.
Exactly.
You can't start at the end.
No, well, continue
Well,
to see who yeah, you can just to see what fans like really. You know what I mean?
They would do better if they wanted to do what they did with Street Fighter and Resident Evil. They should do it. just make 1, 2.
The way they have been doing it, like
Just do that. They're doing remakes
remastering the
continuously
first
now
two.
anyway.
I think when
Yeah.
it comes to regular Mega Man and now they did 11, they added like all those cool new
Just
things
fix
you
it.
could do.
Yeah, fix it up.
But the thing is, when you get to 11 to 12 different games, like
Right.
Oh, no,
in a
yeah.
series,
Right.
But they added new
It's like,
mechanics in
yeah.
11.
yeah, no,
They added
that's
that.
awesome.
They can improve on
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's a
Add the
good
music, get it catchy.
and co-op.
It's
Do what-
kind of like the way I'm suggesting it is kind of like what they did with Streets of Rage 4. Like that was a sequel,
That's
and
it.
but it's a modern. It's like a modern take though, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it is a sequel, but they didn't have to redo.
Yeah, 'cause
1,
there was no
2.
story. They weren't tied that hard.
They didn't have to do that, but the same, kind of in the same vein, like
You gotta keep the magic.
right,
Your Streets of Rage was combat and music.
right.
But if
Exactly,
they
yeah.
did what they did with Legends with the limited technology that they had then, it can be ridiculous.
And that was
now.
PlayStation 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
PS1.
They can do. They had
beyond
moving
overdue.
mouths.
Yeah,
they had
yeah,
crazy
That's
stuff going on.
beyond.
Yeah, yeah.
I would start there and then figure out
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
But
They just. What was the last Mega Man they came out
Mega Man
with? The Game Boy ones. That did like 1 million in sales.
Game Boy.
I don't remember.
Yeah. It was like the Mega Man role player. What the hell is that?
Battle
game?
Network.
Battle Network. Yes, they
Those-
came out with that
They
collection.
have a
Oh,
shitload of those.
yeah.
They came
Oh,
out with that
Battle Network
collection,
was-
but everybody was buying that. I'm like, dude, that's the Mega Man people are buying right now.
Oh, it's the modern Mega Man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm.
They had a
That's-
cartoon too for it, right?
Yeah.
They had an anime for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
It
was
was all right.
What was your Mega Man of choice, Cag? You mess with the regular, the X, the Legends, or you don't really?
None of them, honestly.
Yeah.
They brutalized me so bad.
I was just about to say it's one of those.
Oh, you're on my page.
It
yeah.
could
If
be
you
one
started
of
with
those.
Mega Man 2, then that didn't.
I've
Mega Man
never
2 's
beat.
awesome.
I've never beat any of them. I've played all of them,
Yeah.
and after like 2 levels, I'm so frustrated. That I'm just,
Really?
you know
They're
what?
brutal.
I'm in the same boat,
Even
man. I never
2?
beat any of them.
I am not 8 years old again. I ain't got time for this shit.
Yeah.
And I move on.
I'm with
you
you,
know what the
on
funny
that,
thing
man.
is? Mega Man 2 is the easiest, but it's not an easy game.
No.
And
I
it's
know,
not an
right.
easy game by any
No.
means.
I thought
I
Mega
guess
Man
not.
3 was the easiest.
2 and 3 were not.
And I looked at
not
them
hard.
fairly
they were
recently.
Fun. They were
Fairly
more
recently.
fun than hard to play.
I looked at
Yeah.
them fairly recently. I'm like, oh no, they got some shit in there that would piss me off.
Well, you gotta
no,
be.
that
You gotta
Snake
do
Man
platforms.
stage, dude.
You gotta do
Yeah.
platforms.
Yeah,
though.
and I hate platforms.
You gotta know
Yeah.
platforms.
Like, give me that Rush Jet.
Cag is scarred.
I'm
I see it
not-
in your face.
Cag's like,
Nah,
fuck Mega Man.
I will say this though: when Mighty Number 9 came out,
Mm.
I actually played and beat that, and that's kind of
I
surprising.
couldn't even beat the last guy. Then.
It's like a clone, but it's created by the creator of Mega Man.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy that one. I just don't know why Mega Man had. I just think it beat me up so bad as a kid.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It was
Nah,
very
yeah.
abusive.
Same.
Yes, very.
Same.
Mega Man 1
Hey.
is absurd.
Cag, if you beat the game, I'm in the credits of that that game. I'm number 1527311.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
That's
They
dope,
can
man.
they can take my money, but when it comes to my name, they're like, "What's your name? You didn't give us your
they
name."
put 'em as a
My
number.
money had my name on it,
Yeah.
so when I paid
Yeah.
for it, you couldn't get my name. So you put a number in this bitch after I paid to get my name in the game.
It's better than having it in binary. Like 11011.
They just might as well have been. And I had to wait like a half an hour for it to get to a red thing that said my name, and it was numbers. I was
And-
mad as hell.
You know, they could really, when it comes to Mega Man, go and look at the developer should go and look at Recore. A lot of people don't even know about Recore, but
But
Recore-
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft.
Microsoft, which that game was made by
That was like the first game.
Mega
Pass
Man
game.
also.
That went under the radar.
It's super under the radar, but that can also give you an open world Mega Man if they make it like that, because that's
I never
essentially
thought
what
of it like
kinda
that.
Lost
like
Planet could be
Recore
too.
is.
Lost Planet could be open world Mega Man.
Recore.
Basically,
Try out Recore, man. It's slept on and it's
It is.
absolutely
so
fun.
I heard it was good. I heard it got fixed. It wasn't good at first, but it got fixed.
It was a little broken when it originally came out.
Mm.
With collision detection was the biggest problem, and with that game, obviously it's a platformer, and
Dude, is it
This
still on
wasn't
Game
right.
Pass? Is
Yeah.
it still is on Game
It's still-
Pass.
it's
and
still there.
It is
Oh, cool.
a stellar game, dude. Like,
It's dope.
people just slept on it, but you already know how it is. Anything with Microsoft name on it.
Yeah.
That had connections with well, I heard it was like Mega Man, but I don't know if it actually.
Well,
had
the creator of Mega Man did this game.
he did. Okay,
And
that's
he
what it
made
was.
this game. Yeah.
Oh, so this is like 3D.
Dude, that was
Mega
ages
Man.
ago.
Wow.
that
That's
was
a long-
ages
That look-
ago.
that look
that's a long-
clean.
And it looked good.
It's
That
too.
looks
good.
very clean.
It actually is a
Yeah.
good game.
It's better than that game that they made for Xbox. That was what was it? It looked like the Metroid battle suit, but it was trash. That game was garbage. It was like they made 4 games for it was GameCube.
Cabbage.
It was for GameCube. It was like PV9 some shit. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, dude, I don't know what.
They came out with Resident Evil. No, it was Resident Evil. They came out with the remake, and then they had 2 or 3 other games that was exclusive to GameCube. Somebody in chat knows what it is, but that game was like fighting insects, and it was like the
Earth Defense Force.
Nah, by Capcom.
Oh,
But the controls were weird, and you couldn't really play it, and you were in armor.
It's by Capcom.
Yeah,
Capcom.
it was like PV9 or PVO9. It was a weird name. I can't think of it right now.
That's a shit name.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a name you
Yeah,
can
it's
remember. Apparently,
Yeah. It's like your name in Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
you can't remember that.
It's just a bunch of numbers.
That's a bunch of fucking numbers.
But yeah,
That's all I am to you is a bunch of numbers.
It's just a number, and that's it.
I'm trying to support y'all.
It's
Y'all
supposed
put
to be
up
me.
with some numbers.
It was it called PN03?
Yes.
What?
Yes. PN03.
That's an awful name.
Exactly.
That's a
terrible
horrible name.
That's bad.
How are you gonna remember that?
Think of
You
something.
can't. You can't remember this.
Come on, man.
But the controls were awful. But it reminded me of something that might have been a Mega Man.
PN03.
Actually, it reminded me of
Oh,
Returnal.
here it is.
It reminded me of Returnal back in the day.
A
but
shitty
It
Returnal.
was real bad. Yeah, it was a bad take on
And
that.
this was on GameCube. Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah.
This is
gonna show it?
interesting. Yeah. No, I'm gonna show it.
Skip this part.
Skip further.
I mean, hold on a second.
Let's see this. It looked like it was
Oof.
okay.
It's rough.
It looked like it would have been
Oh, man.
okay, but it's not.
Why are you posing when you shoot?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
Yo, that
That's
freaking-
that
that stance.
twirl though. That twirl though.
That stance is
Oh my
interesting.
god. It looks
This-
like a low budget Perfect Dark.
Yeah,
No,
this
it
looks
looks
like the
She's doing the James Bond pose.
It's like a prototype before, like as
Yeah.
you start making a game.
It
It's
looks
like a bootleg Bayonetta.
It looks like probably the same dude who made Bayonetta.
Probably.
It's Capcom.
Jeez.
Yeah, it looks like a prototype Ghost in the Shell.
That pose though.
Why is she
With
posing like
corridor.
that?
Yeah,
man?
it's
that
not-
shit's
it's not
hilarious.
needed.
She's doing the James Bond pose every time she shoots
They
somebody.
needed
Jazzercise.
personality. They needed personality. But yeah, that
It
was
looks
that.
like the beginning stages of making a game. It doesn't look like
Yeah.
that.
Game
All corridor.
doesn't look finished.
Yeah.
It kind
You
of
wouldn't
is.
shoot like that? Come on. If I had a gun, I would shoot like that. All right,
Yeah.
let's move past this Capcom.
Yeah, let's
All right. Mortal Kombat 1 trailer adds a host of returning characters to its roster.
Yeah.
Who that, Frost?
Who's that
Who
from?
that, Frost?
Frost. Smoke.
People were mad at the smoke design.
They were mad at Rain.
They're mad at Rain. He's different. But, I mean, they were more mad at Smoke.
Why?
Really?
Yeah, because he didn't have long hair or whatever. Who cares?
Wow. Wow.
None of these characters are my characters, so I don't know how to feel about
I
it.
thought Smoke was cool.
I thought
Smoke does look cool. Like
I
'cause
thought
he
what they
doesn't
showed
have
looks pretty
long
dope.
Hair.
I thought
Are
that
you
the fact that they're
serious?
not all replicas of Scorpion
Exactly.
and Sub-Zero. They made all the ninjas look different finally. So, I mean, they probably did in like Mortal Kombat 9. I wasn't really paying
I like
attention
the
to
new
these characters.
I like the new direction of like everyone's story's kind of different.
Story is very
that's,
good.
That's
now.
cool. I like it.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
I like Scorpion and Sub-Zero like teaming up and shit. I think that's awesome.
I thought it was a great trailer.
Literal
for,
brothers.
I forgot what you call the ninjas in Mortal Kombat, but that whole bloodline. The bloodline.
The Lin Kuei.
The Lin,
Oh, that's
the
dope,
Lin
man.
Kuei or Lin Q?
Lin Kuei.
This
Lin
is
Kuei.
one of the only Mortal Kombat games, and not like I trash at Mortal Kombat. This is one of the
Yeah,
only
me
one
too.
I seen this, and I'm like, I kind of want to learn how to play it. It looks fun. This one
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
really cool.
It
Yeah.
almost doesn't even look like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
It looks like a
really
beat 'em
awesome.
up the way they do the combos. and
I'll
it's
tell you
crazy.
one thing: if they had like a co-op element
Mm.
where you could, you know, you and your partner can switch and be, you know, back and forth and
That'd
stuff
be
like that,
pretty dope.
I would play it very quick.
Oh, we
I
could
would.
tag in and start doing
Yes,
combos.
yes. No, that would
that
be-
insane.
I would definitely play it.
It's a dope combo, right?
Maybe
there, man.
Mortal Kombat 2. I wonder if they're gonna name it like that now.
You have to.
1 and 2 again.
have to.
Damn.
Yo, Smoke looks so ill.
He does.
I'm sorry.
He
Like he
does.
looks.
I think
so
people
dope.
were used to how he used to play, and they didn't really show combos like how they used them back.
Dude, I don't even know how he played.
Because I know that he had longer strings of combos, and he'll probably still be able to do them, but they didn't show him in the trailer.
It's okay.
But Rain is
it's his
completely
hair.
different. It is the
It's his
hair.
That's the hair.
He looks K-pop. That's the issue that they have with. I mean, his character build looks really nice, his build or whatever, but his hair, He looks super K-pop, man. So different.
So they're doing a DMC on him, right?
I don't know, man. Like, I can't even get mad at that because all these K-pop dudes got different hair too. So it's like,
Yeah, it's true.
And the funny thing is, people forget that they could be different skins per character. So that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that that style can be
Yeah.
gone.
They just want to
forever,
look a little
you know?
different than these guys, right? In the
Yeah.
trailer, at least, yeah. And who cares?
Yo,
Shane
looking
got a
at this,
haircut.
looking at this part made me want this shit as a fucking beat 'em up, dude. This
Yeah.
shit had me
Yeah.
thinking of Shaolin monks. I'm
If you
like,
could
come
be
on,
that-
man.
If that was Shaolin Monks, holy
Oh,
shit.
I would lose my shit
With
if
all
that
these
was-
characters,
Dude.
except Cyrax and
They
what's
had,
his name.
dude, it's so over Cyrex.
They just
Cyrex.
don't look like ninjas, but they
Yeah.
look like themselves.
and that's classic Kung Lao that you're fighting.
yeah,
Yes.
I just didn't even think about that.
yeah.
It's dope.
That's foul.
It always got me how they put those in
That's
the
a
middle.
headache. That's a
That's
headache.
foul.
How they put that in the middle of a fight
Boom.
is troublesome for me
Yeah.
because
Subject.
they die
And then they
in
come
the
back,
middle of the fight.
And
Yeah,
you stand
yeah.
up from it like, oh, okay.
Like, there's a hole in my skull, but I'm okay.
Yeah, that always got me. It looks
have a-
cool. It looks
I have-
cool, but that should be the last movie, dude.
Yeah, it
magic,
should.
magic.
I have a healing factor until
Yeah.
That
my
should be the
life bar runs
brutality.
out.
That should be the brutality.
Yeah.
It's magic.
But and Rain looked completely different. He's like a wizard.
Like a
That's
like
fine.
like a water
And
wizard.
it looked cool. But if I was a Rain fan and liked how he used to look, I'd be pissed.
Not for nothing. He did look fire in the last game.
No, with the
In
fucking
11?
blade. The
Yeah.
blade that he had, I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty.
Dude, he
pretty
had
sick.
a Rasengan. He had a water style Rasengan in that game, son. It was crazy. I did it on
You know,
somebody.
you know what it is? I think it's the scepter.
Yeah.
Because
He's
when
a
you,
wizard.
When you see a wizard, right, in a
You,
game,
you don't see a threat.
you know you want to kill it.
Yeah.
Like I'm a RPG guy. When you see a fucking wizard, I want to
Yeah.
kill him.
Well, they
I
regard it as
hate
no
wizards.
hand to hand. They're weak hand to hand. You can knock a wizard
Yeah,
out.
but like they're from afar throwing shit at
Yeah,
you. Going,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
ooh, ooh.
Not in a
I
fighting
hate
game.
wizards.
Oh, you hate zoners. You hate the
Oh
zoners.
god, I hate zoners.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna sit over here.
Yeah.
Watch him fight just like JP.
Oh,
Street
guaranteed,
Fighter.
guaranteed.
He's gonna fight.
Oh,
Chad.
I
I
already
am so
know.
mad.
No.
But I liked that trailer a lot. I did.
It looked dope. It looked
Yeah,
dope.
dude, I'm amped for it.
Yeah.
That game is.
Yeah,
gonna be
you charge
fire.
for that trailer? You a Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
guy?
I love the game. I got the chance to play the beta,
Nice.
and I love Kung Lao, dude. He feels so good in this game. And I not Kung Lao, excuse me, Liu Kang.
Liu Kang.
Oh,
Liu Kang
I haven't
looks
been
dope.
I haven't been a Liu Kang fan in a long time, but I'm definitely a Liu Kang fan in this one.
He looks crazy.
And then to see the gameplay of Scorpion, which is very reminiscent of 11, and I'm super happy. He has his blade whip coming back and everything. So mine is pre-ordered already. Got the collector's edition.
nice.
I'm in it.
Got
I'm
Shang
all the way
Tsung.
down.
Nice.
Yes.
As Bizarre said, that's a fact. Wizards die first.
No,
Oh.
wizards fight wizards. They
Yeah,
never
yeah.
fight a fighter.
I hate
Ever.
wizards, dude.
Well,
I
They
hate
just
Yeah.
get swung around the air.
I'm looking forward to that game. That's definitely going to be a staple on Fighter Fridays.
Yeah.
looks-
September's gonna be Mortal.
It looks amazing.
I'm
Mortal Kombat,
gonna be taking mad L's, but whatever, man.
I gotta give credit to
Mortal Month,
to Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1. They look incredible.
and that came out was that 92, right? That was all same year.
They what they've done.
Nah, Street Fighter 2 came
92
out
and
before.
93.
Before
I'm
uh,
saying that. Yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
relatively that, but it's back.
What
feel
they've
like-
done with the series, both series look the best it's been. Period.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
both.
absolutely.
They
And they
look
could easily-
incredible.
what's
It's
going to take
stagnating.
the fighting
Easy.
game of the year, you think?
Shut up.
Between
Shut
both
up.
of them, it's going to be
Shut
tough, dude.
It
up.
depends on your
I
play
can't.
It's going to be a
style.
tough one, dude.
I-
Depends on your play style.
I can't even think of
um,
that.
King of Fighters.
It'd be Street Fighter for
King of
one
Fighters.
reason, because Street Fighter is heavy in the fight scene, and Sony is Sony owns what's the fighting tournament now?
Evo.
Evo.
Yeah, they own Evo, and they're pushing Street Fighter like crazy,
Mhm.
and it's gonna have the most eyes on it. Not necessarily being the best game, but it's the most easily accessible game,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's gonna have the best marketing, and that's why it's gonna win.
Oh, I
Ah.
was looking at the stats for Evo. Evo had the most like bracket registrants ever,
For Street Fighter.
and no Street
Well,
Fighter 6. It was
Street
like
Fighter 6.
7,000 people
God
registered
damn.
Yeah,
for
it's
that
huge.
game.
Huge.
And the next closest was I can't remember what the next closest game was, but it was like
Guilty Gear?
3,000.
Where was DNF Duel?
I was going to say Guilty
That-
Gear, maybe? No?
Dude,
They're not gonna talk about
I might have been
Strive?
Guilty Gear. It might have been
Guilty Gear Strive, it might be, because that's
Yeah, but
those games are all in the same bracket, though.
but it was
all the
close.
anime-looking games are in the same bracket.
right.
3,000, dude.
That's true.
3,000 and change. Actually, hold on. I can look that up right
Really?
now.
But Mortal
7,000 's a
Kombat
lot.
will get the sales as always.
Right.
Yeah.
Street Fighter will get the recognition for fighter, like it'll
Yeah,
get
I
that
think
reputation.
Street Fighter will win, but
And they are making-
Mortal
I mean-
Kombat will be up there, obviously.
For sure.
I mean, and speaking of Street Fighter, we can get the next news. Because it's
Yeah.
going right into another fighting game
Heck
because
yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
you would think that we planned this.
All right, so
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6, 7,061 entrants. Guilty Gear Strive, 2,481.
Damn.
it's a big
They
difference.
tripled.
Yo,
And that's
crazy.
usual though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And it's not even. Are they even done taking registries?
No, they're
Wow.
done.
Oh, is
Registrants
it
are
done?
done.
That's too
Okay.
many people.
But still, that's a lot.
So you have to start now. Start
Yo,
the
the
fights
competition
now.
is rough.
The first draft, like 3,000 people gonna drop.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be
Gotta
wild.
clear out all the riffraff, get them all out of here.
They'll just do one match. That's it.
That's like me joining the tournament. Get rid of the riffraff real quick.
You're
Get
outta
outta
there.
here. Get out of here. Get
Your
outta
old
here.
school Ryu skills. are not
Yeah,
gonna
that
hold
shit
up.
doesn't
They're
hold
not going to
up.
translate right now.
You might get a win. No, you might get one. But yeah, so Street Fighter 6 sales hit 2 million.
Dang.
And Rashid's gameplay is revealed.
He looked,
First,
he looked ridiculous.
First character that they're releasing.
It's $1 million a month.
Turbo in the chat.
What up, Turbo?
Oh,
Turbo.
Yeah, he couldn't be here today.
that's $1 million a month.
But he's here now in the chat.
He's home drinking.
Yeah.
Not
But
Yo.
the fastest Street Fighter sales since Street Fighter 2.
That's crazy.
It's called the
And,
rebirth, man.
Yeah, within a month or so. And it's crazy.
That's
'Cause
all. It's good
That's
to
a lot
see,
for
though.
a fighting game.
That's really cool to see, though.
Because I mean, Final Fantasy did it in like 3 days. They got 3 million. But this is a fighting game we're talking about.
Right.
And they said that they're trying to hit 10 million over lifetime sales for Street Fighter 6.
Well, they better bring in Fei Long.
He's not gonna make it.
Or just bring in Bruce Lee. Fuck it. just say Bruce Lee then.
Just
Fuck
pay
it.
the family. Just pay the family.
Pay the family.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Well, it didn't come down to money. It came down to image and representation.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
5
yeah.
really
Fei
hurt
Long.
it. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
4.
But,
Well,
but Tekken gets
Liu
away with it.
Kang. Well, Fei Long.
Yeah,
damn.
Tekken gets away with it.
How does Tekken get away with it and Street Fighter can't? This shit don't make no sense to me.
Nah, man, that's martial law.
Shut the fuck
Totally
up, man. I
different.
wanna
It's
hear it,
essentially
man.
the
Totally
same
different.
character.
guy.
He's not Bruce Lee.
Stop it.
Bruh.
All right, fuck it. Just
Bruh.
take
That's
Jet,
a hot take right there.
Jackie Chan's not in Tekken either.
take Jet Li. Fuck it, man.
Jet Li is
Jet
like a
Li.
monk.
Damn.
He's like a monk now.
Perfect.
Wow.
But yes, 2 million in sales for Street Fighter. I'm happy that it's had such success right now, and it's gonna keep selling. And the first character that they show is Rashid, and he's from 5. Yeah, I mean, I was never a huge user of his character,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing about Street Fighter 6 is it makes every character
Look great.
look awesome.
No one looks trash at all.
No, everyone
No,
has a
trash.
personality. There's no like standard guy with the hat standing there. Like there's nobody so far. We'll see how they keep going. But they seem like they have a big deal on the characteristics of everybody here. Like he's supposed to be like a streamer. You could tell from the trailer
Mm-hmm.
he's streaming. He knocks over the camera. He's like, oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm.
But the moves, the things, what they did with his clothes. it looks
Oh
sick.
yeah,
that
is,
looks
yeah.
sick.
No, yeah, I did notice
And that's
that.
the first time I seen Fabric move with the wind, like how he's moving.
Yeah.
And it's slept on. People don't really, if you're not paying attention, you're like, oh, that looks cool. I don't know why, but that's why. All that stuff is
His,
following.
Nah,
his,
dude,
his
that
moves
game
are
was
insane.
his moves are fluid.
Yeah.
Good
They're
animation and good
So-
special effects are not noticed.
So
fluid.
even people who
Nah.
aren't your character, it's
Nah.
it's crazy.
It's more noticed when you do a bad job with animation or
oh yeah,
or
yeah.
CG
You notice when
or-
there's a mistake.
Everybody notices right
You
away,
notice
but when
when
it's
there's a
good,
hand
you're
going
like,
like
oh
this.
wow,
Yeah.
this
Yo, he looked like the type of character I can win just by hitting buttons.
Yo, not for
real.
nothing.
lucky,
Like,
yeah.
every time I look at Street Fighter 6, I'm like, yo, this game looks amazing.
Beautiful.
It
Yes.
is.
Amazing. Like you're
beautiful
seeing
game.
the stitches in their fabric and their clothes. It's like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah, a beef that people had with Mortal Kombat 1 was that it didn't look as good as 11 or first glance. But the thing, what they're doing with that is they have a whole extra 2 characters fighting with you. So if they did dumb down the detail even slightly, you have a whole character that's in the fight with you almost the
Yeah.
whole time. And that's why they would do that. But it's not released yet. So who knows what they're going to do with that. But this, they do. It's polished and every movement looks appealing.
First Middle Eastern character too, man.
Yeah, Kag, what do you think?
I think it's phenomenal. I didn't really play with Rashid in the last one, but he looks good. And then Street Fighter 6 is doing so well because this game makes everybody look good unless you're playing against somebody that's really good.
Yes.
But if you're playing with modern controls, and this is the thing why people stay away from fighting games because they like, I don't know the moves. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that.
Mm.
So they made it more accessible to people who just want to be a weekend warrior, and they feel like they're doing something when they pick up the game.
Yeah.
And that's a plus, dude. That's a plus in anything you do.
Yep.
You make your consumer feel like they're the superstar, because I mean that's what those games are about, right? You want to be something that you can't be in real life, right? So
Yeah.
when you make them feel that way, you're gonna get sales, man. And Street Fighter they'll hit 10 million before a year easily. I'm almost guaranteed that.
Yeah, it already looks like they got the game plan. They have first season planned out. Obviously, they know how to do up to like 5 seasons. So I think they got this.
Yeah.
And if they have the time to put the characters into each of these characters the way they've done, I think it's going to be a huge success.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they launched everything and all the research they did it the right way, man.
It wasn't even a rocky launch.
No.
It's like it's been cool the whole time.
They've done
was
everything
awesome.
the best possible way, and I think the to add on to what Kag says, when it makes you feel good playing the game, like you look at the characters, what the love they put into the characters. I just pick Ryu, right? I've been picking Ryu in that game for God knows how long. The first time ever, I was like, all right, if I play Street Fighter 6, yeah, I'll pick Ryu, but I'm like, there's a couple characters I actually want to try out.
Yep.
I'm like, Cammy looks phenomenal. Rashid, I didn't even play the game he was
cool.
in. He looks fucking awesome.
He looks awesome.
Yeah.
He looks really fucking dope.
Yeah.
All right, like really cool. So
I play
Ryu
as
would be-
Kimberly. I don't play like I played as Ryu forever.
the new
or
characters
Blanca.
are done. The design is done well on the new characters.
Jamie plays sick.
I haven't even
Characters,
picked him yet.
He's
I haven't even
dope.
played as him yet.
characters that were in the old ones look insane.
Cammy's the biggest glow up
Yeah.
since like Super Street Fighter. Like
She's
been
badass.
The coolest change they've ever done.
They added
Yeah.
in her fucking neck breaking shit from the movie. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, now
yeah.
that got me. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I always love that opening scene.
And the match with that.
Yeah, yes, I love that. I'm like, all right, they did their homework. They put the magic in there and they enhanced that shit, and that's fucking beautiful. Beautiful.
And another thing that I really love about Street Fighter 6, there's no comeback mechanic.
Mm.
Yep.
There's no like X Factor mode like in Ultimate
Some of those
versus
specials
Capcom
take a
3.
lot of energy.
Well, no,
you get
what-
caught up out
no,
there.
no,
But there's a way to
that's
get out of it
understand-
also.
That's understandable. When you're
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to under 25% energy, you get an extra kick in your critical art.
Right.
That's cool.
Mm.
But like when I was playing Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and I was whooping somebody's ass, and then someone used X Factor mode with Wesker and murdered 3 characters in 10 seconds. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's horseshit. That's horseshit.
I'm like, what?
Get that shit out of here.
Yeah,
That's
Chun-
it, that's
Chun-Li's
it.
dope.
Yeah, I was straight killing people, but then they turned on the X Factor and it was over. I'm like,
X Factor is the power button. Turn that shit.
Even in Street Fighter though, they're like you can't get comfortable. I've played in matches and seen matches where you have like the person you're fighting against has a slither of health, and they start perfect parrying and timing.
Yeah.
They can come back.
Oh yeah.
instantly.
yeah.
So
you
it's
never
like,
save.
There's a no give up
it-
factor.
you-
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's
never
Street
save in
Fighter.
that game.
They did an amazing job.
They
with
give
this
you the
game.
tools, man. They give you all
And
the
that-
tools
and that's
to
awesome.
get out of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because
I've seen almost perfect.
I like it. I like it in fighting games where it's like, oh, I'm dead.
Right.
Mhm.
I don't like that mentality. Like, oh
Right,
no, I'm
right.
dead. It's like, no,
Right.
I'm. You're gonna have to fucking murder me. Like, ask Turbo. Like, we'll play Smash Bros or whatever. I'm like, no, you're gonna have to like legit get rid of me. I am not. I can have 200%. I'm not dead until
yeah.
you legit kill me, and that's it.
Dude,
And I
had-
love that.
In spectator mode, but in spectator mode, I be watching. It was like, oh damn, this guy's gonna murder me because I'm up next. Like it's just like the arcade. They got that feeling. They
Yeah.
did it. They
Mhm.
actually did it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This guy's gonna murder me. And then you get in there and you whip their ass, and I'm like, yo, how? How
Yeah.
is that me? I
Mhm.
just killed that guy. But he was scary as hell.
You
watching.
ain't never seen a breed like me. You ain't never fight me. Start yelling at the TV and shit.
Oh,
man.
man.
But awesome job. I like to see it do well,
Yeah,
and
man.
hopefully they hit that 10 million within the next month. Who knows?
And hopefully I
Harris
play it.
Marish in the chat.
Hey, Harris, haven't seen you in
He has a
hot minute.
question. He's asking, what do you guys think about back to block versus block button? I hate block button.
The
I
way
like,
crossovers are in this, I appreciate that there is a button that can stop people from overusing cross-ups because I see it happen all the time,
oh,
and
yeah.
it ruins the game almost.
That's one of
'Cause
my
that's
tools.
all people try and do is
What?
cross up when they jump past you and they try and hit you because you're hitting the wrong block.
Right.
When they jump over your head,
Oh, but the neck kick?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, not the neck kick, but yeah, the cross up.
Oh.
But yeah, it's a good way to stop people from using that a lot. So they thought of everything. They thought of everything.
Oh, so you can hold a button for it.
Yeah, you can do the parry.
You can parry it,
Oh, nice.
and that's holding a button. But yeah,
Like I said, they give you all the tools to
You
get out of
can,
any
yeah.
situation.
That's pretty
And
awesome.
it's just up to you to
if
practice.
you hit the wrong shit, that's your fault.
Right.
Yeah,
No, it's
right.
up to you to practice and,
Just
and
like
get
people
good
block
at.
throwing. When
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
pissed at block those still,
Right.
because I got the old school mentality. I'm like, how dare you throw me after I blocked?
No, I'm mad. I am mad dirty with it. I don't care
I hate
anymore.
it. I hate it.
I
but
I
do.
used to hate throws in
but you
Street
can
Fighter.
get out of it.
Yeah,
and
you
this
can.
one you can get out of it.
Yeah,
so I'm
you
like,
can.
shit, man, I could have hit that.
The
Yep.
block
Stop
throw.
it.
Oh, I remember the
Dude,
block
I don't
throws.
even-
I would give respect and be like, yo, I did that by mistake. Throw me back.
Nah, no respect
But
now.
that's
That's
back.
the-
That's
that's the old
old
mentality.
school. Yeah, that's
No
old school
respect.
shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, people are using and abusing that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell no.
You got to be on your tech game.
Yeah,
You got to be on
you
your
can get out
tech
of
game.
it though. But yeah. All right. So like I said, Street Fighter
CGB
6
Riken.
doing good. Let's see.
Riken!
Yeah, everybody popped up in here when Street Fighter came up.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a big,
All my Street Fighter
We
guys.
just,
big
we just
topic,
finished
man.
talking about.
I feel so left out. That's why I got to play
But
this
hold on,
shit.
Cag. What do you like? Do you like the
Oh, yeah,
block
second
button versus the back to block?
I prefer back to block.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I do,
Old
see, what I've learned in Street Fighter is patience is key, and that's one of my downfalls. I'm not very patient, and holding back, depending on what character you have, and somebody rushes in or they do a combo or whatever, holding back already puts you in position to do a move, because now you can go back, down, forward, or whatever character you have, you're already in position to go ahead and do whatever type of move for that character. So I like back other than block.
Okay,
That
Me
makes
too.
sense.
I
If you
agree.
hold block and do a fatality, you can go you do everything. You can up, down, left,
Could you
everywhere.
imagine you could do a fatality in the middle of a match
Yeah.
in Mortal Kombat? Like as soon as it starts, you do a fatality. Like, what the fuck?
And they get up and they start fighting with one arm.
Yo.
No, that's the
Oh,
next
man.
step. That's the next step.
That's
Wow.
time killers.
That's time killer. Yes,
Yeah.
one of my favorite games, man.
Or Bushido Blade.
Bushido
Wow.
Blade. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a throwback.
Blood.
All right.
And what's his last news, right?
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, yo.
Microsoft wins FTC fight to buy Activision Blizzard.
Chocolate celebrating him and his company. That's right, company party.
We
They
got a
just
big
bought-
win.
They bought the entire gaming industry. Let's do it.
Yeah. It's a monopoly,
I'm
y'all.
selling my PlayStation tomorrow.
Word to Bill Gates.
They own everything.
Who needs that? No, I still got Final Fantasy, so I can't.
Word to Phil Spencer.
They own it
So
all.
Let's go.
that was the news. What was it? Was it yesterday?
Today.
Today.
This
That was the
morning.
news this morning. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, congrats on that purchase, Microsoft. At least it's over. Like, I'm so glad that something happened, whether it be you got it or didn't. At least you're done
Yeah,
with
I'm
that part of it.
tired of
It
hearing
took- They
about
just
the-
dragged it out for a year and a half.
Jeez.
So now that they bought it, everybody's like, "Oh, I bought I bought my Blizzard games. Are they gonna be in Game Pass now?" So I don't know what they're gonna do about that.
That's the question.
yeah, because a lot of people just bought what's it called? What's the dungeon called?
Diablo 4.
Diablo 4.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Or-
They just
They
bought
already
Diablo
spoke on
4
that.
literally like last week or even today. Like, people buying Diablo 4 for full price
Right.
the whole time. So if they just threw out Game Pass like next week,
Piss people off.
people are gonna be very angry that they just
Hell
spent
yeah.
$70 to $100 on the
Oh, yeah.
game with no
Oh.
benefits.
Oh yeah.
So I don't, for that matter, I don't think
Yeah.
that's going to be added to Game Pass, at least not for a few months. And people are saying it's going to take them a while to even get all the Blizzard games and everything into Game Pass.
Who
So it's not
knows?
going to happen. But they've done it. They've added Bethesda games in. Like, okay, we got all of them in this week. It's done. But we don't know how long they've been in the background working on getting them all in there.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. All these new games that came out for them, if it's in Game Pass, it's going to be a problem. At
Do you,
least for
do you
that.
think they're gonna raise the price?
Overwatch
Of,
Oh, yeah, they're
two-
you
definitely
think they're gonna raise the
it.
price of Game Pass?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. They've already did. They
soon.
just added. They just did.
They did?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh damn.
$80 a month.
Oh damn! I gotta cancel my.
No,
Let me
no,
stop.
no. It's, I think it's.
That's too much, man.
I think it went up by $2. It wasn't crazy, but $2.
That's still too much. That's still too much. Let me stop. I'm joking.
Oh, you like me in the
That's
eShop?
still too much,
Yes,
man. It's
yes,
still too
sir.
much.
Now you can't get your $2 eShop game.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, they already did. That's why they said if they didn't win this yet, why they bring the price up now?
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
weird timing.
Yeah.
But I think they already knew for a fact that it was probably going to be over this month, and
Man, they got a team of lawyers that.
they did the
to
they did
handle
the
that.
Netflix. They did the Netflix and added $2 here, and then they're gonna add another $2 there, and then another $2 there. They're gonna
Yep.
nickel and dime up into the next couple of years, and it's
It's gonna
$20 a month.
It's going to be Amazon Prime.
But I mean, yeah, I know.
Switch.
They did that. I'm not an Amazon Prime customer no more.
Yeah.
It was like what 180 now
Whoa, chill.
or something. I was like, dude,
It's-
at
it's-
120,
there's a
at
lot of
one
perks,
at
though.
100 or 120, I was like, all right, I can do it. I get free shipping, and maybe I'll use Amazon Prime TV or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But
of
And then never the music, never the pictures, whatever. I never used any of that.
Yeah, I don't use the music because
because they limit it. They're like, you gotta pay $10 if you want all the music. Like what?
it's like, bro,
What?
what am I paying $20 for?
Exactly.
NFTs.
NUTs.
NUTs.
Amazon's like, take these NUTs.
Take these NFTs.
Only $5.99 a month or something.
But you got to put it though. If they do raise the price on Game Pass with all of these games, if you intended on buying these games, it's still people are going to do it because
Right.
it's still not $60 to $70 for one game.
Right.
If you're paying 2 games a year, it's still going to be the same prices the whole year.
Yeah.
So if those games are in it, especially Call of Duty and stuff, people they're just going to rent Call of Duty,
Right.
the Call of Duty machine.
Yep.
And people would do it. People would do it. People would take $20 a month, but they're already playing. They're playing the free to play
Free to play.
Call of Duty one.
Charlie
don't
Mack
know.
sighting. Charlie Mack sighting in the chat.
Charlie Mack is in the,
What up,
Charlie
Mack
in the
What's
chat.
going on?
Charlie
Mikey
Mack
B's in the chat.
Yeah, man, everybody's dropping in.
What's
Welcome,
up?
welcome. But yeah, it's a win for Microsoft.
Mhm.
Is it a win for the game industry? I think so because, I mean, honestly, what would have happened with Activision if they didn't buy it?
I think
They were
that-
in turmoil.
I think it remains to be seen, man. I think we
As
need
a-
to wait a little bit to find out if it's
But
actually
I'm saying,
good or
as
bad
a company, Activision was being run really bad,
thing. It was.
and they were on the verge of
There's some drama
big
going on.
change or shut down or split up, whatever was going to happen. So the fact that they bought it and can have the power to, they're not hurting for money. They can help that company. They
They
can fix
could.
it.
They could.
Or they can do what they did with Rare.
Right.
But I think they're more worried about making money with what they're doing rather than Microsoft coming in saying, make us some Avatar games.
Right.
Not Avatar the movie, but
Oh, I was about to say, nah, chill with that. Chill
Nah,
with
nah.
that, chill with that.
no, I mean like the character games.
Yeah.
But they're not
Nah, chill
making
with that.
they're not making Connect games. They're not doing anything weird. As far as I know, they could. Who knows?
Why not?
They're bringing back the Connect.
Imagine Call
Bring
of
the
Duty
Connect
Connect.
back.
Call of Duty
Well,
Connect.
they said when it comes to Activision Blizzard, they're going to treat them like Bethesda.
You don't leave them
They're
alone.
going to basically operate as they're up under the tree, but they're going to operate independently. And then Mike Ybarra came out when they beat the FCC and said Diablo 4 is not coming to Game Pass, and it will not come to Game Pass. And
Makes
he's
sense.
the head of Blizzard right now.
It makes
He used
sense.
to work for Microsoft. So yeah, no, they're not gonna do that. Also, it's not over yet.
They can appeal.
They did beat the FTC, but the FTC can appeal. The CMA is the shady ones because, as we already know, they were going through the process of having the CAT, which is above the CMA, look into it. And then when they beat the FTC, the CMA said, "Hey, Microsoft, let's put the CAT tribunal on hold, and we'll work it out." So Microsoft agreed to do that, and then the CMA came out and was like, "Well, if you want this to go through, you have to restructure everything, and then we'll have to go through a whole new investigation." So they played Microsoft. If you look in the news, they kind of played them. So I think what's going to happen is Microsoft is going to close probably Monday or Tuesday without the UK, and then fight it on the back end. That's what they need to do.
Oh yeah,
Because
it felt like that's
if
what
they
were gonna
wait
do.
on them, it's going to be a problem.
It felt like they were going to cut them out of it anyway. If
They should.
Yeah, and then they'll figure.
And
it
then
out.
you mentioned I was laughing because you mentioned Rare.
Yeah.
Everyone has rose-colored glasses when they speak of Rare. Rare hadn't, when Microsoft bought them, Rare hadn't done anything for years.
Mhm.
They bought Rare because of IPs. They wanted those IPs. They didn't necessarily want them as a developer because Rare was already gutted as a developer. They were only good when they were a Nintendo developer.
Wasn't Jet Force Gemini Rare? Is that the last Rare game for Nintendo 64?
I thought it was Perfect Dark was.
No, Jet Force Gemini, right?
That's the only thing
wrong?
I remember. It's 360. Xbox 360 had the.
I know they had the Dinosaur Planet, which turned into Star Fox.
Yes.
But yeah, they weren't making. I mean, come on, they made Cobra Triangle.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers they made that.
Yeah.
That wasn't a blockbuster. And then Battletoads, which is a broken game looking back at it, but I mean, it had a name.
Battletoads is a classic.
It has a name, but the original Battletoads.
One of the most aggravating games in the history of us.
Absolutely.
150,000.
150,000.
That's exactly what it is.
And that's all they wanted was all the IPs. Same thing. If you use an example of when Google bought Motorola. Who buys Motorola phones? Nobody buys Motorola phones. Phones are trash.
Hey, I
They
got a
bought them
Motorola.
for all of the patents. The patents is
That's
what they
true.
wanted. And then they scrapped the company because no one literally buys a Motorola phone.
Motorola
They
phone
had
right
the
there.
Yeah, he's got a Motorola phone.
I got. Oh
They
shit!
make
Wait,
money on the low end, man.
Just like he said, nobody buys no Motorola.
got a Motorola phone right here, man.
Oh
Got one
man,
right
I'm
here,
sorry.
Drizzy got
Brand
a
new,
Motorola,
son.
bro.
Brand new.
They got a Motorola
You got it.
Edge.
You got it for free, didn't you? It came
Nah,
for free.
man.
They got the Edge out, man. Come on, what you talking about?
He got it for
Motorola
$2.
Edge.
$2.
Hold on, guys. It's literally 8:57.
Oh, word?
Hey.
Oh.
Are we doing another shot?
If you want.
Well, I mean,
After the break. After the break.
After the break. After the break. we'll
after
make
the
it happen.
break. But it's 8:07. Come on, I was gonna celebrate. But all right. But yes, so imagine if they did take up all the IPs from Activision and Blizzard and just use them and not bring the games out.
Mm.
Put them in another Dance Central.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That would be crazy.
Wait a second. Harris needs some advice.
What's that?
He said, Cag, I need your thoughts on the video. Sell or hold?
All right, I was just typing to him. I would hold on your NVIDIA. Reason I'm saying hold on NVIDIA is because, as we all know, NVIDIA just signed a few contracts with Microsoft to get a lot of Microsoft games inside of their streaming service. And streaming is where the future is. And they're going to be big in streaming. So I would hold for NVIDIA. I wouldn't sell it at this point.
Yeah, they might bring out a Shield. It sounds like they're bringing out another Shield. NVIDIA Shield's been, what, 8 years in the making?
Yeah. They,
And then also they do
Still
all
going
the
strong.
chips.
Yeah,
They
they're
do the
making
chips for
Switch too,
the
right?
Switch
Yep.
and everything. Yeah, so
all custom.
I would hold for them for sure, and also invest in gold. So I want to put that out there. Hermish, if look into gold bullion, or that's where the investment is right now because of us being in we're not in a recession, but we're in inflation. So your gold is going to actually go up because of inflation. So I would invest in gold too.
Cag, you know what happened to Yuji Naka, right? No inside trading tips, man.
No, well, you know what? The funny thing is with the whole Microsoft thing, since we're talking about the Activision Blizzard, the day before the judge brought her verdict, some guy spent millions of dollars in Activision Blizzard shares.
Damn.
And then when she brought her verdict, the shares went up to like $91 from like $80 or $78 or something like that.
Wow.
This dude made a killing.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, somebody told him something.
Oh, yeah, they're looking into it.
Something. Yeah, somebody. Oh, they're definitely looking
Yeah.
into him.
Looking into that.
They just made 10%
Oh, yeah.
off $1 million. That's 100.
Being
million.
investigated as we speak.
Yes.
But I can't cash that right now. Hold on.
They got that locked up, frozen. All your money's frozen.
But I mean, yeah, regardless of how you feel about Microsoft buying Activision, Blizzard, and the mobile company that everyone forgets. But but you know, I'm happy that there's some progress on it. Regardless of whether it's over or not, I'm glad there's some progress and we can see something happen. If it's past October, I don't know what they're gonna do with Call of Duty.
Well, you know, the funny thing about this whole deal, everybody keeps talking about Call of Duty. The two most profitable things that they have is Blizzard or
Warcraft.
Warcraft, there you go. And King. Like, people still sleep on Candy Crush. Candy Crush
Oh
makes
shit. That's
Yeah.
right.
billions of dollars because people they
right.
don't know how to not pay the dollar to move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And then on Android, they make it so accessible to do that. Oh, just charge it to my cell phone bill.
Mm.
You know, and that's how people get caught into that cycle of Android gaming, even with Call of Duty Mobile. You know, if you're on AT&T or on Sprint or Verizon, not Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile or Verizon, you can literally charge. They have an option in your phone where you can charge your purchases to your cell phone bill. So it's easy access to get, as much money as they want. And people just do it freely. So
Plus,
King,
if you can be
Blizzard.
a Candy Crush, if you could be a Candy Crush piece and the next Killer Instinct, millions.
Wow.
Millions.
Oh man.
Imagine.
Someone
And on
out-
that, we're going to the break.
Someone out there is wishing for that.
Yeah, exactly. You could be the Daytona car. man.
Yeah, yeah.
You could be the Daytona car in the Sega game.
Stay tuned, everybody. We're just gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back for more. Stay tuned.
For more drinks.
Oh yeah.
We're still here, y'all.
I gotta fill up these cups.
Yeah,
Oh, and
yeah,
don't
get the
forget
shots
about
going.
our monthly game giveaway.
Word.
Follow the steps on the screen to enter. I'll be putting the link in the chat momentarily.
Don't
Word.
wanna win?
What?
Yeah, buddy. He said, "Don't you want to
You
win?"
wanna win? I wanna win. You want some game?
hey,
Trying to kick game.
You trying to get some game? Yo, Cal, you trying to drink?
man, nah, bro. I gave up drinking in college. Man.
Good for you. I
I
think you
had,
told us that story.
Yeah, man. I woke up in a different state, literally.
Yeah.
Different state.
Yeah, you woke up in
Um,
a different state.
I
That's
woke
crazy.
up in Michigan, Detroit, from Bowling Green, Ohio.
In Detroit?
Yes.
I don't know if I would go to Detroit when I was sober.
I woke up on
Detroit is
12th Mile.
scary.
That's where I was at in a hotel, man.
Oh, man.
And it could have been all bad, man. So I said, that type of drinking. My choice of drink was Belvedere vodka, cranberry juice. I would put it away.
Oh,
Put it
man.
away. And nope, I gave it up.
Good for you, man. Congratulations. That's good.
Woke up with no kidney.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad that wasn't your fate.
You and me both, man.
But I can't make any promises on Friday in Street Fighter.
We're gonna have some fun, man. I haven't played in a little bit,
We're gonna go to
But-
war.
but we're gonna have fun. My thing with Street Fighter is I'm not patient. And I see how most people play now.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
Kind of jog back and forth until they see an opening. And I wish they had a mode in Street Fighter where the block button was turned off. It just go all out, all out. Wolf. It just remove the block button. Nobody can block, and just go all out and see, who wins. I think that'd be cool.
Oh man. I'm kind of a patient player, so I look to make I look for openings.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn Blanca again. I really want my character.
You know what got me a little got the Street Fighter juices flowing is when like Turbo put that clip of me giving Chalk that work in the chat.
What?
I was like, yo, I was like, yeah, I was whooping that ass in Street Fighter.
Dude, you won by a chip.
A chip? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was blocking and you hit me.
So shame on you for blocking, dude.
What
Yeah,
is,
hair block too. Thinking
What did Vin Diesel say?
family.
It's about family.
If you win by an inch or you win by a mile. A win is a win.
Yup.
No, he said.
No, I
am
agree.
Groot. I am Groot. That's what he said.
No, he said, I didn't know you were a cop.
Oh, no, he
And
said
then at the
Superman.
end,
Oh,
At
dear
the end, he
God.
finally said, "I love you." I was like, "Yo, where'd that come from?"
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
came out of nowhere.
Like, oh, that was
Such a good movie.
man. Fantastic movie.
We're back.
We're back, y'all.
And we
Yes.
got some more shots.
Yes, we do. And we're going to talk about
Ow.
Neo-Geo Retrospective. What you know about Neo-Geo, Kag? Why would we talk
Man.
about that?
Everything.
Are we ready?
Neo-Geo is my favorite console next to Dreamcast, and there's nothing they did wrong with that system. Anything they did with Neo-Geo, other than making the Neo-Geo CD single speed.
Well, we're gonna get into all of it right after we do this shot.
These shots.
Word.
No.
Drink them if you got them. Drink responsibly, y'all.
Yes,
Cheers.
Episode
everybody.
270. Cheers.
Yeah. Help me. Oh, there we go. That was good.
All right.
So crisp when it hits your lips.
Pause.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I wasn't pause worthy. We're talking about liquor here, man.
But are we though?
Oh my gosh, bro! Come on.
You could put some.
Okay, Diddy. Okay, Diddy.
You could go ahead and put some salt around that rim of that glass for your NUTs.
Salt off on the
Level 857 podcast. We're not selling NFTs. We're selling NFTs.
Jesus.
With a little packet of salt.
A little soft for that.
Listen, we opened up our store in like 3,000 subs, so
We're gonna get
it's almost there.
dyslexic investors. They can't read. They're like, wait, what?
Damn.
These NUTs.
I bought 500 shares of NUTs. What?
What?
It's a better investment than NFT. It's still a better investment.
There's a return. You still get a return.
Before we get
It
too
was the
deep.
breaker deal.
Yo, man.
All right, Neo-Geo. The first time I heard about Neo-Geo, I said, damn, that's expensive.
Yeah.
That's my first. I didn't know anybody.
$200
With the Neo-Geo.
cart, man.
Everybody had a Genesis, everybody had a Super Nintendo.
Right.
Or they were still holding on to their NES. Or a Sega Master System.
Or
for that
all
matter.
of them.
Or TurboGrafx.
Or
Or all of them. Oh, yeah, or TurboGrafx.
TurboGrafx, man.
But I mean, I was seeing the ads in the magazines. Neo-Geo. It's like, oh, cool. That's supposed to be the best thing in the world because it's like, what was it, 700, 800?
I thought it was 1,000.
I don't think
It was.
I thought it was
1,000.
800.
When it came out, was $649.
Okay. Okay.
$649 for the gold edition, and then it was $399 for the silver edition.
Okay.
Gold had 2 controllers and a packed-in game, and the silver had no packed-in game.
Wow.
And those games were going for about what,
100 each?
$250?
Yeah,
$199 to $279.
Damn.
Because they had the RAM inside the cart.
Yeah, it was actually.
And the RAM was super expensive then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main reason.
Arcade.
Could you imagine, Eric? I don't think that's my price point.
Yeah. But, what are you talking about?
Wait,
there's no games.
279 for one game?
Wait, how much?
Wait, that's not $2.79.
And this is when Super Nintendo was like $199
Right.
or $99. Genesis was like $99. Came with like 4 games.
Right.
Like those are the prices going back then. It's not like now where you pay like $600 for a system. It's like, okay, that's okay.
No,
I
it
guess.
was like now when you pay $600 for a system.
Oh, yeah, right?
There's a lot of stuff
Oh,
that's $600. though.
If you think with inflation,
I was
that
just gonna
$649 today
Just
is
gonna
like
ask that.
$1,200.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
what I'm
was
saying.
just gonna ask,
know,
like, how's
so-
inflation? How much would it be? And it's like, yeah,
More
that's
even.
a lot. Yeah,
More even. If you count like a $99 system is like $500 today,
right.
inflation wise, that $600, $2,000, $3,000, that's up there. It's
Yeah.
up there. But I did know one of my friend's dad had it. And I don't know what.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play it.
I was gonna ask,
No,
did he play it?
For work?
No.
Oh.
But that's the only person I knew who actually had a Neo-Geo.
I
Was
never
he
knew
a
that.
stockbroker?
I have no idea.
Did
Might
he
have been
play in the
working-
NBA?
Might have been working the streets. I don't know.
It's a black. It's,
Yo,
it's
he
in the
was
black
in the
market.
streets.
He was out there.
It's in the black
Selling
market.
those NUT.
Nah, he was playing for the NFL. He owned a team.
Even people in the streets, you never heard Neo-Geo referencing like rap music or anything.
Nah.
Like Biggie never said. He said Super
Super
Nintendo,
Nintendo,
Sega
Sega
Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah.
Whether you were making drug money or not, you was not getting a Neo-Geo.
Nobody was spending money on
It was
Neo-Geo.
too much money.
Pricey.
Funny enough, he could have afforded a Neo Geo.
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
like, nah, it's pricey as fuck.
You could have been like King of Fighters,
Cyber Lip,
Cyber.
King
He
of
would've
Fighters,
said
Samurai
Cyber.
Showdown.
Ninja Combat.
But if you look at it though, for the price, the thing is what people really neglected is you were getting the actual arcade experience at home.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was no difference. In the MVS machine, you had a
Yeah.
2-slot, 4-slot, or 6-slot,
Right.
and in that machine, it had a Neo Geo cartridge.
Was it regarded as an arcade machine when it first came out as a console though?
Yeah, it was arcade at home. It was
So that's
the
how they-
arcade
that's how they had it,
experience
okay.
at home.
Were they the first company to do the multiple
Mm-mm.
games or whatever?
Nintendo.
With the cartridge? Oh, I didn't know that.
Nintendo had the classic 10 or whatever they called it, and you could pick your game. They had cartridges in the system in the arcade.
And it was considered like a legit arcade and not Nintendo.
No,
Not
arcade.
an NES.
It was arcade.
Okay. All right, I didn't know that.
But they were the first to, that was it, 3 games? 3 games they were going by, I think, at the time.
Well, Neo Geo had what was it, 4 games?
I think
It was
Or
either
3.
2-slot. The first ones, the MVSs were 2-slot.
Okay.
Okay.
And you had a 4-slot, and then later on they did a 6-slot.
Okay.
So
So
the 6-slot didn't come later on.
So pre Neo Geo, SNK was still a company,
Mm.
And who would have thought that that company, out of all companies, would be making their own system? Because they had they had Street Smart. Remember that? That was big.
That was SNK?
That was SNK.
SNK had Fatal Fury.
Well, that was before. I'm talking about before Neo Geo.
My bad.
Right before it, because they were doing beat 'em ups. They were doing like some type of. It was more beat 'em up than
It was
fighting.
Sengoku.
That was later. That was after Neo Geo came out.
Okay.
Before that, they had obviously Chrysalis. They had Bad
Oh,
News.
that was
They had Bad News Baseball. Not Bad News. They had
Baseball Stars.
Baseball
Baseball Stars. They had Baseball Stars.
All stars in professional baseball. Yeah.
Yeah. So they had those games for Nintendo. I've always wished that they made Chrysalis or made like a version of it for the Neo Geo. It would be crazy. They don't have a game like Zelda on Neo Geo. They stayed away from certain genres on there. They started with a lot of different titles. A lot. Like the
Chrysalis
NAM.
is one of those titles though that like it's so old
It's
and
forgotten.
it was dope for the time, but when remaking it
Never had a sequel.
Yeah.
They came out with it again for Game Boy Color.
would remaking it to like today's standards would the magic disappear like
They
for
can improve
something
it.
like that?
They can improve it.
Like they could improve so many things, but
Yeah.
would it feel the same? Is what I'm saying. Would it feel like everything open world type
I
Zelda
don't-
game? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. But it
Because you know,
never-
like
it never
some,
happened.
you know, like how some games are like dated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Unfortunately,
Right.
like would it be dated?
I think there's not a lot or enough Zelda clones.
Like Guardian Legend, you know, you got your Nier Automata. You know, like
no, that's a
yeah.
classic remake of that type of style. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they did that, yeah. But who would know because they never made another
Yeah.
game like that.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Did they have a
Right.
bowling game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, the bowling.
They had a
Yeah.
bowling game.
They tried a lot of games before Street Fighter.
I really love their baseball games. Baseball games are fucking crazy, but they would rip you off.
Oh, dude, that was
Baseball
cheap.
Stars was fun.
It's cheap as fuck.
I just
cheap.
hated baseball. Baseball. I'm like, stop saying it. I'm trying to play the game. They constantly said it.
What was the game? I don't,
Neo-Geo.
was this Neo-Geo? Just correct me if I'm wrong. It was
Magician Lord.
No, not,
gosh.
not Magician Lord. No,
Oh, God.
it was a beat 'em up. It was Blazing something. Oh my god, it was 4-player.
Blazing.
I don't think it was Neo Geo.
No, it was just an arcade.
Arcade
game. Okay, it was just
It
an
does
arcade.
not ring
Remember,
a
I was
bell.
trying to get you to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't Neo Geo. Okay,
I don't think it was that.
because it wasn't on one of those 4 or 5 arcade. Okay,
Neo Geo didn't have 4-player arcades.
Mm.
Not with the sticks like that. Not that. Not that.
but your sticks.
Damn. Damn.
So,
Yo.
Kag, what were the
Turbo is here in spirit.
what were the release games that Neo Geo had, because they were quite different than that was pre Street Fighter games.
That was pre Street Fighter. So Magician Lord, Fatal Fury, Nam 1975. Because Nam was the original pack-in game. So
Really?
when you got the Neo Geo Gold, you either got Nam, and it was different depending on what retailer you got it from. So
That was like
Nam
Cabal.
was a pack-in, and then for the 649 edition, you got Magician Lord and Fatal Fury as a pack-in too for the at-home system.
Dude, I don't want Magician Lord.
I heard that was like the most difficult game in the world. I never.
That
played
was
it.
my
One of the
first-
worst.
that-
It's one of the hardest cheap games I've ever played.
That was the
Yes.
first Neo Geo game I've ever played.
I remember it. I remember the pain.
I never played that.
All I
that
hear
was-
is the music, and then
Yeah, no,
you
that was-
just die instantly. That's
that was
all I
a
remember in my head.
Quarter muncher.
Oh yeah, no,
Quarter
the last
muncher.
boss, one of the worst. That okay, I'll tell you the 3 worst bosses off the head right now. 3 worst bosses I remember in video games. It was in Magician Lord. It was in that the Kung Fu game they had. What's the Kung Fu game they had? The stupid Ninja Stars, Ninja Combat.
Ninja Combat.
Ninja
Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah,
Ninja
Ninja
Combat.
Combat. Yep.
Yeah.
Another worst boss of all time. and Narc, worst boss of all
A
time.
narc.
The Mr.
Was that the
Big
head?
Boss hat guy.
With the
Yeah,
head?
fuck that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, worst. Those are the worst bosses in arcade history. And then Terminator 2, the fucking arcade, the whole game.
Wow.
The worst
Yeah, that game
money
was hard.
eaters.
See,
the
I'm very-
worst money eaters of all
See,
time.
I'm very happy that I never got to the last boss in those games because I started with Ninja Combat and
They would
Cyberlip.
take $40 of
Nin-
quarters from you.
Ninja Combat and Cyberlip, and when I died, and I was like, okay, that was a fun experience,
Right.
whatever. You know,
Cyberlip was beatable.
the music, the sound effects, the gameplay. I was like, all right, this is fun. But like when you look at it, I'm like, oh, that fucking ripped you off. You ripped me off.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
I
play
would
those
get-
games past
I
the
would
second
get
level.
I would get the sword dude from like the second stage because you know every stage you would
Oh,
get
yeah,
a new
yeah, yeah,
character.
yeah.
I was like, oh, you got a new technique, dead. Oh shit, this guy's dead. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm dying. I can't even use the guy. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
but that was a fun experience. But when you're younger, you don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But like now, you're like, oh, you're ripping me off.
Cag, there was a beat 'em up that came out before Neo Geo that had the same exact sprites as Ninja Combat, and they walked the same corny
Oh, what, they
sidewalk.
help, the upper body doesn't move
Yes,
and the
yes,
legs move.
and the legs will move. I forgot what
like
beat
Soda
'em up.
Popinski.
It was like a gang, like Double Dragon beat 'em up, but it wasn't Double Dragon. It was some bad.
Oh
game.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But that was the same game. It was
Yes.
a ripoff. I was like, what the hell is this?
It's not that. It's not that game. That Justice, whatever, right? It's not
Is
that
it?
game.
I don't
because
know.
remember, Turbo said he played that game on
No,
the Neo Geo
no,
podcast,
no.
and he fucking
It
lied
wasn't.
to everybody.
Yeah.
Turbo,
Because I don't
remember
think
that
it
shit?
was. I don't think it was on Neo Geo. I think it was in the arcade before.
Turbo
Neo
was like,
Geo.
yeah, remember because they were doing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Neo Geo Mini or whatever the fuck was going on. He's like, yeah, they should put that game on. I'm like, you never
And you
fucking
know-
played that before, you lying bastard. You didn't do your research. Called him out real quick.
Damn.
Turbo be lying.
I don't think it was Vendetta or anything like that. Or was it? It might have been called Vendetta.
Vendetta, I think it was.
I'm not sure.
I think it was. Hold on,
But
let me look
It
up.
was bad. And I got shocked by it because I just heard about it like this year. And I was
Joel
like, this
said
shit-
it's Ninja something as well.
Oh, it is?
Ninja Combat. No, it wasn't Ninja nothing.
Joel is back. You got Sasquatch and Time in the chat.
Sasquatch in the building.
But yeah, that game was annoying. I used to like it as a kid. We should do that. Another topic for a podcast. What
What?
game did you play that is utter trash that you liked as a kid?
Oh, I got a
Yeah,
lot of
And
there's
you
a
those.
lot,
just
man.
realized
There's a
you
lot.
realized
A lot
it
of
wasn't
those.
as good.
There's a
And
lot.
you know, and a part of me feels bad
Yeah.
because like I have such good memories with some shit, and I'm like, yo, that game is fucking doo doo.
Well, some of them.
Ninja Turtles for Nintendo.
Ninja Turtles for
Games-
Nintendo.
Games
fuck
that don't hold up that you liked.
Right.
So we'll do that.
Silver
for
Surfer.
another.
Oh,
It does not
Dude.
hold up.
I was
I never
the
liked
only
Never
kid in my neighborhood to beat that game because it was the only game I had at the time.
How did
So-
you beat
How?
that
I was
game?
forced to play it.
That's
every
the only
day.
game that
And
you
Yeah.
had.
Yep.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
but
Fuck
looking
that
at
game.
it today, I don't know how I beat it.
That's
It's a
rough.
game.
That or
I went
Captain
back to
Planet.
go play it later on, and I was just like, yo.
That or
I was
Captain Planet.
Smoking crack.
But the thing is,
Same thing.
well, there's games like that, and then there's games that are like so good back in the day, but then you go back on them and you're like, no, that was ahead of its time. Like if you think of like Jackal's ahead of its fucking
Jackal's
time.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Jackal's
NES,
great.
like I still look back at them, I'm like, no, that game was incredible for back then.
No, Narc was not on Neo Geo. Man. I was
Right.
just saying that was a hard ass
No.
boss.
That fuck.
I was not on it.
That game was terrible.
Oh.
But that's
I love
it was
Narc.
good. Listen, good memories.
No, I have amazing memory,
Good
dude.
memory.
Every time I saw Narc in the arcade with the car that
The
you have
car
for 5
was-
seconds,
the car was
you have the car
great.
for 5 seconds because it crashes all the fucking time. But I love the game.
Dude, the
I
concept
loved
of it
Bad
is so
fun.
hysterical.
Loved
That's all.
it.
It's hilarious to see what that game was. The
I like-
drugs, it's crazy.
But they were all ripoffs.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
RoboCop ripoff.
Oh yeah.
I like
RoboCop. That was
the-
definitely RoboCop. Are you kidding me?
Ripoff.
I
It
like.
might have started as RoboCop.
Ripoff.
I like Last Blade. That was good.
Last Blade was later on, and yeah, we'll get.
But
to
I
it.
liked it. I liked it.
Yeah. All right. So first generation Neo Geo. All right. Actually, Kak, tell us how you even got your first Neo Geo.
So I got my first Neo Geo. My mom actually took me to software. Was it Software Etc.? Yeah, I think it was Software Etc. It was either Software Etc. or Babbage's.
Babbage's.
And
Babbage's.
I got rid of everything.
Mm.
I had $300 in snow money, shovel money from shoveling
Nice.
driveways.
Okay.
I had my, I stayed at the time. I stayed on the street. It was called Torbenson, and I had the street locked up. $10. I was doing everybody's driveways, man. I had $300. I got rid of like all of my games, everything to trade in to get it. And my mom ended up putting a little bit of extra money with it to get my Neo Geo. So I was the only person in my neighborhood who had a Neo Geo.
Wow.
And he had no
And
clothes. He was butt
I had-
naked.
Listen, I had nothing else, dude. I had nothing, no other games. At that time, I had pawned off everything
Wow.
to get the Neo Geo. But when I tell you, there were, because in our basement is where we had like our family room.
Mm.
When I tell you, there was like 7 or 8 kids from the neighborhood there every weekend playing games, and I was like the hog. I would like play the game and like be like, you guys can watch because this is very, very exclusive. And they would be cool with it. They just wanted to watch, man.
You gotta start charging them so you get that money back.
Yeah, right.
You gotta start charging. It's like a
$5 a head.
Yeah, it's like an open arcade.
Yeah,
It's like an
yeah.
open arcade.
Yeah.
And the Neo-Geo was the
arcade.
arcade experience brought home.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, if they didn't purchase it, their next option was to rent it because you could rent those.
Yeah.
Had them
Oh,
at
yeah.
hotels,
Blockbuster. Yeah.
Rent-A-Center,
hotels,
right?
Yeah.
Rent-A-Center.
Well, Blockbuster had them too.
Yeah, Blockbuster.
And-
The rent,
definitely.
You had to put down, I think it was $200 down payment you had to put down or something.
Oh,
at
in case you
Blockbuster.
broke it. Yeah.
Yikes.
You had to put money down. I can't remember the exact amount, but I want to say
Probably-
it was like $200 you had to put down
Probably a cheap way to buy one.
Oh, dude.
to even get
return
the
it.
system or whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's just Neo Geo is like no other.
What was your game? What was your game on Neo-Geo?
All right, so Metal Slug, obviously,
Yeah.
the very first Metal Slug was absolutely fantastic.
Mm.
King of Fighters. Now, a game that I played in the arcade that I just actually recently bought is sitting on my shelf. And I love this game to this day. And I love there's a version, it was not a version of it, but there is a Super Dodgeball on NES. But
Yeah.
the Super Dodgeball on Neo Geo is like no other, dude. It is
Really?
one
That
of the
even sound.
most-
I never even seen it, but that sounds amazing on Neo Geo.
It is absolutely like no other. It's a phenomenal looking game in the sprite work. The game is crazy.
Did it play like
So-
Super Spike V-Ball or no?
It played like Super Volleyball or Super Dodgeball. So
Oh,
like
okay.
the character you had your 3-man team that you came in with. There it is. There it is,
Yes.
man. And you would have power-ups. You would throw the
Cuneo.
ball. Each character had different moves.
I like the
And
sprites.
then when you won a match, so you're playing against the other team, right?
Yo, he
Yo,
cheated
shit,
mad hard.
violent
as
Yeah.
hell.
It's amazing. After you beat them, you could choose one of the players off of their team and get rid of one of the players on your team.
Wow.
So you could build up. By the time you got to the end of the game, you could build up the ultimate team,
Wow.
and it's just an absolutely fantastic game.
That
I
shit looks
recommend
intense.
you guys play it, man, because that game started some wars in my house, man. Like it literally started some wars, man. And now with Super Dodgeball, it only came out on MVS. It was an arcade only game.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm.
So later on down the line, they converted it. It was called an AES conversion, and they converted it to AES because so many people wanted it. So if you weren't playing a ROM and you actually wanted to play on your Neo Geo, you could get a conversion of an MVS cart into an AES cart to get it at home.
I never
And-
understood the difference besides the price.
Okay, so nothing really with the actual boards in the inside.
Mm.
It was the shape of the cartridge for the most part.
Oh, really?
Kind of like European N64 games versus US. They had the little cutout where you couldn't put them in there unless you opened up and removed the little tray. Then you could do it.
Mm.
But there's very few games. The majority of the MVS games came to AES. But I'm assuming that the Super Dodgeball just wasn't as popular, and that's why they never actually had an official AES release.
Wow.
But I actually love that game. And then so that Metal Slug for sure. King of Fighters, I absolutely love King of Fighters. And professional baseball, and then Ride On, which was the motorcycle game, which is absolutely fantastic. It was the first one that had external audio for that game. It had his own headphone jack in it, so it was pretty dope.
Really?
I never played the racing any racing games on Neo Geo.
I did.
Oh, dude, they're awesome, and they have one that's like RC Pro-Am.
Oh,
It's
nice.
called
Yeah.
Ride. Hold up, I got it.
I remember the overhead
Riding Hero?
drifting.
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Was that it?
It was.
Riding
Yeah,
Hero?
no. Riding Hero was the motorcycle one.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the name of it. Somebody will probably put it in the chat for me. But it was top down, just like RC Pro-Am, but it was better than RC Pro-Am.
Mm.
With no cheap yellow car fucking zooming around the whole damn track.
Oh yeah,
The only
and
Is it
you-
called Overtop?
Overtime.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I
Hold
think
on,
it was
let me pull it
overtime.
up.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. Hold up.
Joel in the chat wants to know, is the dodgeball game better than his favorite game all time, God of War Ragnarok?
This right here.
Wow.
It's better. Yes, there it is. Yep, that's it right
This
there.
is it. Okay. Oh,
Yes.
looks like RC Pro Run.
That
yeah.
does look cool.
Great game, man.
Nice.
Great game. And another game that we actually, Joel and Reggie will tell you about this, that we got into is a phenomenal game, Twinkle Star Sprites. When they
2-player.
yes,
versus-
2-player shoot 'em up, basically kind of cute 'em up, I guess if you want to call it.
Yes.
When they came down to Cleveland, dude, we battled. We battled at this game, bro. And it's
There we
a phenomenal game too, man. So it's just so many games.
Yeah, not too many.
There it is.
Not too many
Yes.
games are like that at all.
There's so many games on Neo-Geo, and one of my favorite things about the Neo-Geo too, which a lot of people don't know, is if you owned the at-home system, the Neo-Geo took a memory card,
Yes.
and you could, where you left off in the arcade, you could pick up at home.
That's
You
dope.
go to the arcade,
crazy.
take your memory card, plug it into the arcade,
Mhm.
play the game, and where you left off there, it would save, and you go home and pick up where you left off, or
That's
vice
dope.
versa.
They
Take
did that
your-
a lot in Japan.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. And then when you went to the arcade and you put in a Neo Geo memory card, people were like, dude, that's a Neo Geo at home.
You own one?
Like they were like,
They're gonna follow your ass.
yeah, they
home.
follow you home.
yeah,
You,
dude.
bro.
You're about to get robbed.
You need security, bro.
they were
They're
on
gonna
it.
save
Eyes
your
were
ass.
popping.
Forget the game.
Now, how did the credits work? Like, you're in the arcade, so you obviously have to use quarters to get credits. When you brought
Correct.
the game save, to your MVS, how did that work?
So game saves were kind of different. So it wasn't like a level save for most games. It was like top score, high score saves and stuff like that. Or you would pick up where you left off for that character. You still had to put the token into play. So like for instance, in like King of Fighter, you still had to put the token into play for wherever you were at. And
Yeah.
if you lost, you just lost. So it's still the same amount. You're still paying the same amount.
Ah, I see.
I think they had that for like Mario Kart arcade.
I feel like if you bought that console, you should be able to play any arcade for free.
I know, right? At that price.
Well, you can set it for free play at home.
At home.
You can?
Yeah, I used to do the
Okay.
dip switch stuff.
Oh
all the
yeah, at
time.
home.
Change
Oh,
the
Yeah,
HUD.
if you have the all right, so the Neo Geo, there was a guy by the name of Razula.
Mm.
So he created the Unibios 4.0.
Yes.
It was a mod to your Neo Geo essentially. And with that mod, it changed the whole Neo Geo landscape because now you had access to the dip switches and now you could turn on cheats and unlimited everything. And then now cheat games you couldn't beat before because they were so hard. It had all the cheats built into the Unibios. So you could be invincible, infinity credits, or whatever the cheat was. It was like built right in. And then with the mod that Razula made, it was you could change your region because with Neo Geo games, certain regions had blood or
So I get the
characters
blood,
had
metal
different
slug.
types of uniforms and stuff like that. So you could change it to MVS, which is arcade perfect, or you could change it to America, or you could change it to Japan or European, where blood and stuff was. Because in the US, for some reason, a lot of games didn't have blood, but in the UK they did. I don't understand what that was about.
Okay, can you move the mic closer to you because you dropped
Yeah,
out
yeah.
a little something.
But yeah.
Can you hear me now? You good?
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Yeah, so that if you're getting into Neo Geo now, definitely get the Unibios update. It will change the experience on that console drastically.
Remember when we tried to get the blood on Metal Slug
Dude,
and we had to find
I
it and
remember.
nobody online?
I remember that.
And we found that guy with the accent.
Yes,
And he was
Axelum.
like, Axelum.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You just hit the button and
Some-
go and hit Axelum. We're like,
Yeah.
what the hell is that?
some Eastern European YouTube channel. He made. It's the only
You
tutorial
hit A
on
A-
YouTube.
Yeah, A B excellent.
Axelum.
We were like,
The fuck is excellent?
Maybe
We
the
have the
X
re-
button.
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't. It wasn't the X button.
It wasn't the X
It
button.
wasn't.
It was excellent.
What's weird is
what the fuck is excellent?
I watched another tutorial, it's a different person completely, and it was it's like a heavy Eastern European accent.
always an accent.
And he said, "Yes, just play." It was something on the Switch. He's like, "Yeah, just press A Axelum," and I'm like, "What the hell is Axelum?"
They called it different.
Axelum.
I guess it had to be.
I don't know
X.
what the hell that
It had
was.
to be what they call
We got
X.
some more Joel comments. Neo-Geo was a poor man's system. I only played the Atari Jaguar.
Yo, Joel is wild.
If you only played the Atari Jaguar, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Man,
And I hope you enjoy
Joel is wild.
Aliens vs Predator.
that gets the
Joel's out of control
Oh.
today.
Come on, they had Rayman. They had Rayman.
wow.
It's funny because Metal Slug is still systems to this day that can't run Metal Slug perfectly.
Mhm.
The
Neo
game
Geo
was so
couldn't.
ahead of its time.
They couldn't
And
have
then you're right. There were so many
Sprites.
sprites in there, and so much
Yeah.
going on in the background that you had slowdowns even on the Neo Geo or MVS.
Didn't
Yeah.
they make X
And-
because of that?
What's
Metal
that?
Slug, didn't they make Metal Slug X because of that? They just improved.
Yeah. Yes. And people hated it though, because that was a part of the nostalgia of
Yeah.
Metal Slug is those slowdowns.
Right.
Because what you experienced at arcade, you didn't want it to change at home because you got used to it, right?
Yeah.
So it was such an amazing experience, and I can't complain about it.
I just.
And since we're talking about Metal Slug,
Mm.
I am going to here we go in the chat. We're going to give a free copy of Metal Slug away on Steam.
Oh, word? Let me get on the
nice.
chat.
Look
Let me
at
get
that.
on
man.
the chat.
Dropping
There we go.
code in right now.
There it is.
Oh, snap. Get your Steam accounts
yeah.
ready, y'all, because it's going to get
Hell
snatched
yeah,
up.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in the chat ready?
Go, bam. That
Oh,
is Metal Slug on
There it is.
Steam account. I have two more that we're going to give away during this conversation. It's going to be Metal Slug 3 and Metal Slug X.
Oh,
So just stay tuned for those, and those are going to be Steam games.
lucky
Nice.
y'all.
Get the blood code.
Cash them in before the bot.
yeah.
Kag, Sasquatch in Time has a question for you. He's asking if the Neo Geo arcade games on the Switch are a good representation of Neo Geo hardware. Do they play and feel right to you?
Good question.
Okay, no.
Oh,
Not at
wow.
all.
Simple
Not at
answer.
all. So with the games on the Switch, they don't even look as good as my Neo Geo today.
Wow.
Really?
Dang.
So the best representation that I've seen of Neo Geo games have been on the PS4.
Wow.
They limited run. They ported all those games over to the PS4 through limited run, the majority of them, and they look the best and play the best on the PS4 to date. The Switch, as we all know, has even more slowdowns, and the sprites don't look as good. Plugging up my Neo Geo to my OSSC and plugging up the Switch, the Neo Geo still looks better than the Switch.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
It doesn't surprise me, though. It really doesn't. 'Cause those games were so far ahead of their time,
True.
especially with the technology they were using. So do you think, knowing the legacy of the Neo Geo, do you think the fighting game history of it hindered their ideas, or do you think that's where they had to go for success?
So them being heavy into the arcade and the creator of Street Fighter coming over, leaving Street Fighter franchise and coming over, or one of the creators of Street Fighter coming over to SNK, and creating the Final Fantasy not Final Fantasy, excuse me, the King of Fighters franchise. No, the King of Fighters franchise. That's where they gritted their teeth at, and there's so many amazing fighting games on the Neo Geo that people haven't even played. I saw in the chat earlier, one of the guys were talking about Double Dragon. Double Dragon on Neo Geo fighting game is amazing. It's like absolutely stunning. I love that game.
I heard that fighting game was crazy.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yes.
I saw like pictures of it. I was like, this looks so dope.
Yeah, I heard it was
I
awesome.
like the unofficial Double Dragon one,
Yes, dude. This here,
not the Double
is-
Dragon 5 one.
No, we're not talking about
Yeah,
that.
No,
I'm
no.
talking
Yeah, no.
about-
This is a fighting
Neo
game.
Geo.
Straight
That one.
up.
That one.
Yeah,
Neo Geo.
this one here.
Yeah.
No, not.
It was an MVS game which was ported over to Neo Geo.
That's
through a
not the one I was
conversion. So this is only an arcade one, but you can get it on the Neo Geo as a conversion. It's still pretty expensive.
Billion Jimmy.
But this game is dope, man. If you've never played it, check it out because it is dope. And then
What's the
other
other one?
fighters.
What's the other Double Dragon one though? It's like Revenge of the Dragon or
Rage
something?
of the Dragon.
Rage of the Dragon. That's the one I thought was awesome on there. I didn't like that Double Dragon fighter, But then again, they had Double Dragon 5 on there too, which was not good. But the Rage of the Dragon, they tried to make it a Double Dragon game.
Mhm.
It was like they're one of their better fighters, but they couldn't get the
I like the character designs.
they couldn't get the license.
Oh, Raging Dragons.
Raging.
So, look this game up if you get a chance. That game is like $5,000.
Is
this
it?
game,
What?
it's like $5,000 on Neo-Geo.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Jeez.
This game is so expensive to own, and it has a very low print run.
They couldn't get the Double Dragon license. That's how much it costs to buy the Double Dragon license now. It's probably $5,000.
Another great fighting game is Revenge of Kazuna. I think that's how you pronounce it. Very slept on fighting game. I mean, when I say the sprite work and just the artwork in that game was amazing, like you got to play it, man. It's an amazing game. Kazuna's Revenge is what it's called.
Oh, okay. That's why I can't find it.
So yeah, I miss. It's
Karnov?
Kizuna. Kazuna's Encounter.
Karnov's Revenge.
Wow.
Wasn't that was SNK, right? Karnov?
Yeah, that was SNK. Yeah,
was
Kazuna's
SNK.
Encounter, and that game it's a huge story with that game because it came out later on in the cycle of the Neo Geo, and it only officially came out in Europe. There was no official U.S. copy of the game, and that's Karnov's.
That's Fighter's
Revenge.
History.
That's
right?
right. That's
No, yeah, that's
Karnov's
different. This one
Revenge.
Oh, that's
is,
Karnov's Revenge. Okay.
Yeah, this one is because it's Kizuna Encounter.
That would
Kazuna's
look like a
Encounter.
Billy on the crack.
That looked like freaking Fighter's History too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Default blonde hair.
what was the spelling?
and
again?
that game is
K-I-Z.
K
what?
Kizuna,
Yeah, what was the fighting game when they used to say La Pluma? La Pluma. I hated that game.
The pen.
and
World
then
Heroes?
Encounter.
World Heroes.
That's World
Yes.
Heroes.
I
Yes.
loved World
I
Heroes,
I
bro.
never liked World Heroes.
World Heroes was dope.
Oh wow.
That was
And
Charlie
this game right here, I actually just purchased a copy of it,
Oh,
and
this
I'm
is-
really
okay.
happy to have.
I
this
never
game
saw
is
this.
Amazing, dude. It's
I
so
never even
amazing.
saw this.
Looks
Wow,
dope.
this game is-
And mine did not come with the manual, so I'm still trying to hunt down a manual. But if you look on eBay
Mm.
for the manual for this game,
Mm.
the manual just alone for this game is $79,000.
79,000.
What? American?
In any condition?
Dude, I will
Yes,
draw that.
It's
I will
it's
make my
like
own.
this game is nearly impossible to get complete, just because of the history of the game,
Shit.
where it was very, very, very low run,
Dude, I
low
would-
run print,
Wow.
and it's just like next to impossible to find a complete. You'll either just get the cartridge, or you'll get like a reprint artwork, and then the book is like
Damn.
nearly impossible. But if you look it up, it's a company on there called Neotropolis. They're like a very reputable Neo Geo seller. They have one manual, and it's literally $79,000 on eBay right now. And it's the only one on eBay.
Dude, I will buy a printing press
That's
Bro.
wild.
and make it happen.
Cafe for Cafe boxes. That's a nice down payment on the house.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's bananas. It's absolutely
I
bananas.
never even seen that game.
I never seen that.
It looked like
The
Sengoku
game is-
Oh, it,
made
looks
that.
amazing.
It looks like the Sengoku
Play-
people made that. Look at
play
that.
the
awesome.
download the ROM. It's a phenomenal game. Now, what they don't show here is they can jump in the back. It's 2 levels to the game.
Oh,
See how
so
it's back
planes?
there?
Like Fatal Fury.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
then
looks like
you
an
can call
evolution
her
of it.
where it says change.
Mhm.
You have to be in a certain area to call her in. See how it went away?
Yeah.
It's an X on change now.
Right.
So when you get close to her, it'll say change, and then you can split your character. That you can bring that character into the fight, and then your character will go back in the background there.
That's dope.
Dude, that's what he
Um,
gets for fighting with a boomerang. You
yeah,
got to take
man.
that loss.
Phenomenal game, man. Play it. Definitely play it.
Yo,
So
Final
that
Friday's
probably
chalk.
came out. That came out like when Last Blade did, right? Or had to have.
Last Blade.
That had to have been around that time.
Let's see here. Let's look it up real quick.
Last Blade was dope.
Kazuya's Encounter came out in '96, and Last Blade.
Throw up Last Blade.
Or Last Blade 2 they had to.
Yeah,
Which are good, but I think they were cheap.
I love those games.
I think they just rip you off. I just couldn't play them.
I first played it on the Dreamcast,
Yeah.
and then
I just got an email. One of my items dropped down in price. Vernal Edges down to $17.59. Still a little bit too high.
this guy
You told you had to get it for $2.
Still a little bit too high. Wow. Sorry, guys. My
cheap
bad.
ass.
Damn, bro. They'll never come back on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
The
look
last
at
Blade, it came out in '97.
Okay, a year after. Okay. It looks like it's in the middle of Last Blade 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
about that design.
Yeah,
What's the other-
98, 99 was part 2. when
Okay.
that one came out.
Yeah, so it's definitely right in the middle. So they could have named it that. The way they have weapons and stuff, they could have.
It's such a phenomenal game, and Last Blade is dope too.
Yeah.
Last Blade
Street Fighter-
reminds me
Street
like
Fighter 3.
a very early like Soul Calibur. That's
Mhm.
what Last Blade reminds me of.
Well, Samurai Showdown obviously takes the cake when it comes to weaponized combat back then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Before, I mean, besides 3D, Soul Calibur, Soul Blade, Soul Edge, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Glow.
Soul Glow was
That's
not one of the
also
titles.
Soul Glow. What the hell?
Although I would buy that game.
I would too. I'd buy it. The
Coming to America, the game.
Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
No, Soul Glow the game.
Soul Glow.
But yeah, Samurai Showdown 2 will never be beaten for me. Like that's the one. If I'm gonna play a Samurai Showdown, I mean you probably have a different opinion. But Samurai Showdown 2 all day for me. You probably say 5. Watch.
Yeah, 5 perfect though,
Okay.
because there were different versions of Samurai Showdown 5. So, but I would pick Samurai Showdown 5 perfect.
5 Perfect was only that was a special release, right?
Perfect.
That
Yeah,
it
that was
perfect.
and Neo-Geo took to heart what Capcom was doing. Remember how Capcom had like 4 different versions?
Every version, yes.
Game. So you had like World Heroes, you had World Heroes 2, then World Heroes 2 Jet,
Oh yes.
World Heroes Perfect.
Yes, yes.
So it was like 3
Yep.
iterations of the game because they did that because obviously back in the day there were no updates. There was no DLC to download or updates. So
Yeah,
when
new
they
game.
fixed something in the game, they brought out a new game and they named it Jet or Perfect or whatever the case.
Perfect.
Was Perfect the last title that the regular SNK bought out for Neo Geo?
That was the last Samurai Showdown. Was Perfect, yeah.
Okay. That was
So
what then
many characters in that
Playmore
game.
bought Neo or SNK, right? When they stopped making what was the King of Fighters probably the last thing they did, right?
Well, they're still doing King of Fighters now, but SNK is owned by a Saudi group. So
Mm. Well, recently, yeah.
yeah, recently a Saudi group owns them, and they have vowed to bring a new Neo Geo console to the market with new games. So we'll see if
Oh,
that actually
what?
happens. They got the money to do it. So
That's crazy.
Wow.
So I mean, the only Neo Geo that I actually owned was Neo Geo Pocket.
I never owned anything
Uh-huh.
Neo Geo.
No,
I went
that
to the
is
arcade.
same
Neo
here.
Geo, I have fond memories of my Neo Geo Pocket.
Same
did you
here.
have the Pocket or a Pocket Color?
Pocket
color.
Same.
Color, yeah.
Yeah, the American.
Dope system.
I didn't know it was that hard to get in America. I mean, it wasn't, but by the time everybody heard about it, it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was gone in a flash. I
But
love
yeah,
playing those
Nintendo
games,
dominated the
I
market.
gave it to my nephew, man.
I
gave
thought it
mine.
was so much better than Game Boy at the time. Was it just Game Boy Color, right? That was
Yeah.
before Advance.
Yep.
So I was killing that. I was playing. What was it? I was playing because it was simple. They made a lot of games on there, but they weren't the same as the ones they had on Neo Geo,
No.
except for Puzzle. Was it Puzzle Bobble or what they call it?
I didn't have that.
I had it. I
Bust a
played the
Move.
hell out of that. Bust a Move. Yeah, they
I
called
had
it. They called it
Samurai
Bust a Move.
Showdown.
I had Samurai Showdown on there.
What else did I
I
have?
had King of Fighters on there.
I had tennis.
I had tennis. I had Sonic the Hedgehog, which was a dope Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And Capcom vs. SNK, the Millennium Fighters. Favorite game. I would buy the system over just for that
The
game.
Millennial Fighters.
Not Millennial Fighters.
Oh, my God.
Or was it Match of the Millennium or something
Match of
like
the
that?
Match of the
Millennium.
Millennium.
Match of the Millennium. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was better than the actual ones for Dreamcast at the time for me.
Damn.
I don't know why.
And
Oh, man.
I played the hell out of the Pocket one.
Yo,
right here behind me is my Pocket. Right there, color.
Oh.
Nice.
It has. I upgraded it to a
LCD.
backlit color screen.
You got the screen lit?
Yeah,
Oh,
the screen.
man.
Oh yeah, screen is lit, and
Nice.
you know I'm a huge on what I call renew your retro.
Mm.
Mhm.
Upgrade it to the fullest so that it can last
Right.
further into the future, man. And Neo-Geo Pocket was great, man. It came out, the color came out in 2000 here in the US, and I remember them at GameStop, fondly at GameStop. They just didn't sell well, man. You were going against Nintendo handhelds at that time.
Yep.
And everyone knows Nintendo handhelds dominated the market. After Game Boy came out, it was no hope for anybody.
Dude, did I get that from Macy's? I don't even know. I think I got it from like
Macy's
like
had
Macy's.
it in, or was it Dillard's? I know Dillard's had them in a plastic pack. So it came.
Oh, multiple carts. Yeah.
Yeah, it came with the Neo Geo, and then there were 3 cartridges inside this
Tennis
plastic
was one of them.
clamshell.
Tennis was actually
Tennis
pretty
was in there, I think.
It's a great console, man.
Slept on. Very much slept on. Mine got stolen. I still want to find this person
good. Mine
Oh,
got.
whoa, hey.
and get my system.
I
back.
gave
want it
mine to
back.
my nephew, and he broke it in 2 days.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sure the person who stole it had no idea what it even was. That's what makes me mad. It's like, dude, you don't even know what you have right there.
Yep.
And I had like Sonic. I sold it to like a pawn shop. And they were like, what are we going to do with this? I don't know what this is. I was like, dude, I wish I kept it now because that would be worth a hell of a lot. Dude, the Get Match of the Millennium, that's like $200, $300 now. It's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
It's
They're
nuts.
they're expensive, man.
I bought the collection for the Switch.
I still have the cases for.
Doesn't pan out well, though.
I
It
think I
doesn't
have.
play the same.
I still have the case for my Neo Geo Pocket Color,
Sell the
Samurai
case.
Showdown, and Tennis.
Dude, the cases go for like $7,500.
I just have the. I don't have the.
$1,000 now.
I think I have one instruction manual, but I forget which one.
Probably get a
I
pretty
have.
penny for
But
it.
the games themselves.
Trade
oh,
it for some Tetris stuff.
I
I'm
should,
sure
right?
somebody will
I
take
should.
it.
Right?
Joel, I do own Waku Waku 7, which is another fighting game. It's a weird fighting game,
I remember that.
Waku Waku 7.
That reminds me.
but
Like,
it is a good fighting game.
I would have thought Capcom made that. Remember they made like those weird 3D fighting games, like was it Star Galactic or whatever?
Yeah,
Star
yep.
Gladiator.
Star
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
I remember that
Our
game.
Gladiator, yeah.
Star Gladiator and another thing. Reminds me of Waku Waku 7, but obviously not in 2D. But yeah,
Yeah, after
Thinking that
the
shit.
after the Neo Geo Pocket, the next one would have been the Neo Geo X.
the portable.
Yeah,
I didn't touch that.
This game's colorful as fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's Waku Waku 7.
It looks like they have
This
game
they have an
looks clean
effect.
as hell.
Nah, they have an effect on it. That's a nasty effect.
Ooh, look at
What?
that
Well, they got rid of the
animation.
pixels, right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
yes.
Whenever you
It's
can
a
do-
weird game.
It looks
dude, but
painted.
It's a good game.
I like it though.
Good game.
That's
like-
that's
I
an emulator effect. I hate it when they do that
Wow.
to the pixels.
I do like it.
But yeah, the game was great. Game was
That-
great.
that's a
Damn, that's a
that
fucked up
windmill
game.
kick was
Jesus,
crazy,
man.
man. Hurricane kick.
My man getting that ass beat.
Sengoku 3 was one of my favorites too that no one talks about on a Neo
dope.
Geo. Sengoku 3 was amazing.
Yes.
Does this guy attack?
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no,
And
I
there's
was-
actually
I was
a
just looking
character from that game, from Waku Waku, that makes an appearance in.
This character looks funny. Man.
I can't remember. It's the robot that makes an appearance in other fighting games later on down the line.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Wow.
Let's see. What is that?
Yo, that
character's
cat.
name?
Dude, they look silly, man.
Look at that
She
cat
just running combos on everybody.
throwing
Damn.
throwing the,
Yo,
the other cat.
that did mad damage. Jeez.
Yeah, these games weren't balanced that well. Especially when the bosses kick your ass. into second.
SNK bosses, man. Oof. Some of
What's your feeling on SNK bosses?
Some of the toughest in the
That's
world.
terrible, dude.
NK
Some
It
of the
made
worst.
It made the games horrible to me.
Hell yeah, man.
Sometimes they just killed the game for me.
Gotta get better.
Like
The
Final-
boss in
yeah.
World Heroes.
King of
Any
Fighters
boss in
97.
all the fighting games. King
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 of
of
Fighters
Fighters
bosses,
97, man. That was
I had
that
to
gave me.
cheese that boss.
Ooh,
Fatal
same.
Fury bosses. Dude,
Oh, Geese Howard was a menace
Yeah.
in Fatal Fury.
I only used to do the elbow. I used to beat the game with the elbow. The whole game. Andy Bogart's elbow. The whole game.
Yeah, because if you let him get too far, then it's
It's over.
it's bad.
It just made them take your quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping another game in the chat.
Oh, there we go.
snap. Y'all better get ready. And Bizarre, let somebody else get this. Congrats on getting it, though.
Bizarre
Yeah,
trying
man.
to steal.
Congrats.
He already won our contest.
Bizarre's like clean sweep.
Oh, Shock Troopers 1 and 2.
Oh, that's
Those were dope.
Yes, great game. Shock
Actually,
Troopers. one.
That's like the evolution of Akari Warriors.
yeah, man.
And they made that too.
We
I
played that.
forgot.
We played Shock Troopers.
Shock
too,
Troopers
right?
is
It was on the
the
slant.
Some people like 1 and hate 2. Some
I-
people
Two is
like 2 and hate
isometric. It's
1.
like the.
They changed it
Yeah.
to
I like
more
1
anime
better.
based on 2. I like them both.
It was fun.
I actually do like 2 better because of the animation of it.
I like
It looks
1
dope.
better.
But 1 is dope too.
Bizarre will not be stealing this code, Josh.
He was about to.
Yeah.
All eyes
I
on.
was like, yo, I got it in the queue, man.
All
I
eyes
got
on
it.
Bizarre right now.
He said sweep the leg.
Yo, he's about to get blocked, man.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
We're about to block him,
Bizarre's
man.
on a 5-minute timeout.
5
about
minute
to
timeout, man. But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
classic. I mean, Metal Slug still bringing people to Neo-Geo to this
Yo,
day.
Metal Slug without
To
blood
this day.
turned on.
Oh, the sweat.
That's the worst.
Shoot the
I'm not a
sweat
fan.
out of him.
It's one of the worst.
I'm not a fan.
When you get a game and you're like, oh, let me play Metal, and then you're like, damn, no blood. That just ruins the game, man.
I played the one when you turn to the zombies
Not the same.
all the time. I think by default, I played the one with the zombies in it all the time. Because that's when they had the big switch with the aliens. I was like, yo, what's happening right now?
I mean, the story is nonsense, but
And
it
then
was fun.
sorry, I didn't like playing the later ones. 5 and
I
4.
like them, man. I like
They're more the same, pretty much.
Yeah, but
I think
there's-
3 was like the pinnacle. 2 and 3. Probably 3.
I never played them co-op though.
Probably 3. Oh no!
I've never played them co-op. I always played single player.
I'll tell you what.
Wait,
Metal Slug.
nobody claimed the game yet?
A lot of people have it. Let's see. Let's see.
Bizarre's like, well, then fuck it. I'm going to have to get it
Like-
then. I'm telling y'all.
All right, we'll unblock.
So as an alternative to let people know, like whether it's expensive to get a Neo Geo, even now.
Yes.
So
Here you go.
I suggest if you have if you know, like I would say get a Mister.
Pause. I'm sorry.
Every time, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I would say if you're looking
Come
to
on.
play the closest you can, like arcade perfect, get a Mister and play the ROMs on there. That's the
FPGA.
closest. Yeah, the FPGA Mister. That's the closest you're gonna get to actually playing a Neo Geo. What do you say, Kag? Because I'm sure you.
Yes and no. I mean, the reason I say that is
Show's
because
over.
okay, so yes, with the Mister, you can definitely do that. But for if you have a Neo Geo, you want a Neo Geo, Terra Onion just re-released their Neo SD Pro, which is FPGA cartridge. Is the actual Neo Geo cartridge. Is up for pre-order on Castlemania Games
Really?
and Stone Age Gamer. I think it's Stone Age Gamer or Terra Onion. And you can put the whole library on that one cartridge, and you can preload up to 4 games, and it's FPGA.
Wow.
Now, it costs the same amount that the Neo Geo cost back in 1990, $649. So you're paying $649, but it gives you access to play every game on your Neo Geo
Okay.
Okay.
perfectly. And they just re-released it. They did a run 2 years ago before COVID,
Mhm.
and now they're doing a new run, and it's still up for pre-order now. So yes, a Mister would be great, but if you have Neo Geo hardware and you want the true experience, the
That's
Neo SD Pro by Terra Onion would be
Okay.
would be
that's the
awesome.
one to beat.
So obviously, yeah, you can play it on your actual system,
Right.
yes. But if you
Yes,
don't have
yep.
a Neo Geo,
Right.
this is the next best.
Or,
I just bought the.
or emulation.
I mean,
If you don't have anything,
yeah, if you have
If-
nothing,
if
and
you
you
have
just want to
nothing.
experience the game, yes, there's
Yeah.
a difference in emulation.
obviously there's a difference.
I did order the 8-bit do controller, the SNK controller that they just
What
have
the
on
heck?
pre-order, and they have the clicky controller like they used to have
Mhm.
on the Neo Geo. Not
Yes.
the remade ones that took it out. They actually have the click on this
Yep.
one. So I was interested because last thing I played on it was the Neo Geo Pocket had the clicks. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get that controller just for that.
What that 8-bit do?
I
Yes,
don't.
they those come out in August, I think it is.
Mid-August. I think.
There's 4 different versions of them. You have the standard version, just all black.
I got that one.
Then you have 4 different King of Fighter characters, and I pre-ordered all 5 of them. Man, I gotta have them. No, listen, when I seen that they had the here, I'm about to pull up my order here.
Well, they had the classic
Um,
art on them. I thought they did. I mean,
That's-
SNK is known for some great art. They had the classic on there. I was like, you got to be a huge fan because that's the older art. But I mean, yes, it's the classic art on there.
Yeah, and it's my Terry. I'm trying to pull it up now.
What is it? The 8-bit do
SNK.
SNK?
Yeah,
Let me see if I can look it up.
yeah, it popped up like a couple days ago. It's like $40, $35, I think. Not bad. Pretty sure they're gonna be hard to get at some point.
My
Oh,
take,
yeah,
Andy
they're-
and Joe?
They'll definitely sell out pretty fast.
I just got one.
So Terry Bogard, my Karuga, or no, Yamugi, whatever, Luri, whatever his name is, and then Kaio. There's
Yes.
Oh, Iori and
Dude, they
Kyle.
should have made a Samurai Showdown one. Come on,
Let me see. Is there a trailer for this thing?
they should have had that. A trailer for the? I
Let me
don't know.
see.
There's a
Actually-
picture. There's a picture.
There's this. I don't know what this is, but
Oh yeah, I mean it looks
I
pretty.
guess this
slick.
is a trailer.
Nice.
I guess so. It looks pretty slick, and it's the actual buttons, the actual controller. It's pretty dope. It's very different than what they usually offer.
Mm.
That's why I picked it up. Otherwise, I would have been like, whatever. But it has the click, man. I got to do
Look
it. It's
at
gonna
that.
annoy me probably after a while.
You're gonna hear it all night.
yeah, exactly.
You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, micro switches were ahead of its time, man.
Mm,
It was literally
there you go.
Ooh, look at that.
an
custom.
eight-way gate
Let me see.
in a controller. It was an arcade stick 8-way gate in a controller, and it's just crazy.
I'm pretty sure it'll be
There you
useful
go.
in certain things. So
Look at that.
I want to at least have one of those.
That's cool.
So you got all 4 you ordered?
I order all
Five.
4, man. Well,
Nice.
5.
Five.
That's
Oh,
the
five, my
regular
bad.
block. And then the 4 King of Fighter characters.
Wow.
Can I be going crazy with the controllers?
man. I gotta have those, man.
Like,
Those
I
are
got all of them.
Sick.
That's like me with the Tetris, man.
hmm
You gotta have the whole like, yeah.
I got all the 8-bit dual controllers,
Gotta
basically.
get it.
I got all of them except for the little baby one. Like the tiny one that looks like a pill.
Yeah.
I don't have that one. I got the one that's almost like a pill.
Oh, the Bean? You talking about the Bean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it back there. The Bean came out with the Neo-Geo CD. It launched with the CDZ and the Neo-Geo CD.
Ah, nice. I heard you can hook. Actually, yeah, you can hook this up to the Neo-Geo CD portable, right? The controller. I think you can with the new 8-bit dual one.
Yes, the Neo-Geo X. Yes,
Yeah.
because the Neo-Geo X, it has a fake Neo-Geo shell, and you take the portable, which I have it sitting up here. You take the portable and you put it inside of the case and close it, and then you can put the real controllers to it or USB controllers.
And that's super hard to get now too, right?
That is super hard to get. When it originally came out, it was super popular, but they had some issues with it when it first came out with the sound.
Yeah.
But then they fixed it through firmware patches
Okay.
after that, and then they had 4 or 5 different cartridges you can get. Initially it came with 20 games on the system, and then they had volumes you could buy,
Mm.
and then later on they had an all-in-one volume, which I have over here too.
You could have added stuff too, right? Or didn't people find out how to add stuff or open?
Yeah,
games?
yes, you could do the firmware update on it, and you can add every single Neo Geo game ever created on there.
Nice.
You
Interesting.
can mod it and do it that way. Yep.
But you can't add the tactical Metal Slug that's coming out. I never heard of again.
Yo.
I saw that trailer.
Oh, where
like
is that?
2 years ago.
Where is that?
I haven't heard anything about it.
That got delayed with what was that?
Advance Wars.
Advance Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
Chalk, if you got the 600, what was it, $649? $649?
Mm.
Yo, you need to get that, man.
No, I'm good.
Fighter
Fighter
Fridays, bro.
Fridays, man.
Fighter Fridays, bro.
How do you not have a Neo Geo?
$649?
You know how many fighting games that is, man?
I know, but still.
Just,
No, it's a lot.
just do overtime on your OnlyFans, man.
I mean,
You'll be able to afford it, man. One
I
or two
mean-
sessions.
Show them feet.
sell a couple pictures.
Show them crusty ass feet.
Damn.
Show the bunion on my big toe.
Damn.
You better get you a Neo Geo. Do what
Get
you
a
gotta
close up.
do.
Oh man.
This was the right
That's the
here.
bundle.
This is the bundle that came with the games.
Oh
Wow.
that's dope.
They
Or
got some great collectibles for
Wow.
Neo Geo, for real.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a dope box.
They sell a lot of PS4 and 5 games with that box.
This
too,
one.
as a collector.
Hmm?
They sell a lot of the newer games with the SNK box, right? As like a
oh yeah, yep. It says SNK on it, which is kind of rare.
Mm.
But inside this here, you would get. Put it right down here. Inside there, you got the book, which had the manual for all the games, a spot for your Neo Geo X, just the handheld.
Portable.
Wow.
Then this was the update card, and then this was the update USB dongle right there.
That's cool.
It's such
that
a
came
weird
in there.
product. Such a weird product. 'Cause you can
It was, man. It was like, and there was a different company, Tomo. COMMO is who did this.
Okay.
So SNK licensed it to a third party company to actually do that.
Do you have
And
the,
then
do you have the analog as the Neo Geo they made?
no, that was
That was like the first wooden.
that was
system?
MVS. Yeah, they did it. It was an MVS, and no, I didn't get that one. This is the
Oh,
Neo Geo Gold X right
look
here.
at that box.
I just
Yo.
about to say, what the hell is that?
I
That's
saw
a
that on
PS5 in there.
I saw that on Amazon.
Yo, the
actually.
whole box is the system. Like like it's the graphic of the system. Like I never seen that on a box.
It's a
before.
life size.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a graphic of the system, a blown up version.
Yeah.
They want to make sure you knew what it was, man.
What's that?
That's what.
This
in the box.
is the
Oh, that was.
internal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm pulling out the actual. Let's see here.
Don't drop it.
Oh shit, it's broke.
You like those QVC shows that they
Oh,
break it right
man.
Oh
on
no,
the
they
spot?
break their head.
Yep.
Bust their.
This is all, there's only one in the world like this, and then he breaks.
Broke
That's how I learned about Tech TV, man.
Yeah.
He said,
So
No.
this was the. That's the system right there. It's a lot smaller than the actual Neo Geo.
oh, that's
wow.
thin. That's
That is
thinner.
And
thin.
then USBs in the front. And then
Cool
this
design
little-
though.
But they don't have any
Switch right
jacks in
here.
there, right? It's just like HDMI.
That does look sexy though.
I like the design, man.
It's like a MacBook.
Like,
Yeah,
open,
right.
open that up, okay? Rip that open.
It looks like a flat.
Open it up right now. So this little switch right here in the front, you hit that.
And it pops it up. Yeah, there you
Put it
go.
up.
Yo, that's
Then
dope.
there is the console right there.
That's
The
dope.
fuck?
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It's like the Switch
For a
without the
system. Yeah.
before the Switch.
And then you hit a button on that, and there's something in there.
A
Yeah,
memory
yeah.
card. There's a memory card inside.
It's
there.
like it's like the Russian dolls. Where it's like more shit comes on.
Now you
Oh,
can
there
play,
we go.
Now you can play all that on a little portable that goes in your keychain, which is insane.
Yep.
That's a that's that's a
Everything.
lot of glare on there. Though. Hold
That's
up.
clean.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
all glass.
That's
yeah.
nice.
It's all
definitely,
glass. Is that a clicky
definitely
stick?
got
too?
glare on it.
Is it a clicky stick?
It is a clicky stick, yes.
That's dope.
Yep. Yep. I hear it.
Here.
Ah, yep.
It sounds
That's
like
how
two-
That
Yeah,
sounds like
oh.
something else.
Did not sound like a clicky stick.
That's like a.
all the
sounds like
all the
It also
audio
sounds-
listeners are like, yo,
Yo,
what the
what they
what
doing
is,
over
what is
there?
going on,
It's
man?
that clicking.
It sounds like a keyboard. All right.
It also sounds like
Sounds like someone in front of the keyboard
Yeah,
doing
man.
something in front of the
Someone's
keyboard.
on OnlyFans.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like
Some things
macaroni
going-
and cheese.
Yeah. Yes. yes. Yes.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the games are on there, and this thing is dope, man. This is definitely a
Looks
pretty awesome collectible to have.
I saw that
And
like a year ago on Amazon, and I was like,
Oh, it's a big difference in price now. I'll
That's
tell you
nice.
oh yeah, it's expensive, and it's funny because this one here I actually got at a garage sale.
that. Wow.
wow.
Oh yeah, and the dude, like, he didn't know.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah.
How? How do you
course
have a
he-
Neo Geo
of-
X and not know what it is?
It was an old guy, dude. He didn't know, and he ended up selling it to me for dirt cheap. And it had, find it right here.
His
That's
kid, his kid is
crazy.
pissed.
It had so in the box. I seen this. So this is the Ninja Masters, and I'm like, so it doesn't have. Where's the game at? He's like, oh, I don't know. This has been sitting here. And I was like, well, I'll give you. I think I got it for like $50 or something like that.
Mm.
And he's like, okay, no problem. And the game was actually inside the Neo Geo X.
That's
And
amazing.
I didn't know at the
Something
time
similar.
either. I didn't know
You could put an actual
at the
thing in there.
time, but the game is right.
Yo, that's you know how common that is for people to do that when they sell.
Oh yeah.
They sell systems
They don't know.
and they forget that the game is in there,
Yeah,
or
they
they
don't
don't even
know.
know the game is in there.
Look at
It's
that.
happened to me.
Crazy.
Zoom that up.
It's-
Oh,
it looks
actually,
like
you missed it. You missed
It's happened to me.
I didn't miss it.
it. You missed it.
Yeah, no,
You
it's-
missed it.
Oh, there you go.
I saw it.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, it's an SD card. Yes.
That's a.
Yep.
It's like a Nintendo Switch card.
Yeah, yeah.
Cartridge.
That's a Vita.
That's
card.
dope.
They were ahead of their time with that, man. So
Wow.
there isn't anything Neo Geo made that I don't own now. I love that company, man.
Got the analog system.
No,
Nah,
well, no,
it's
well,
not
Neo
mine,
Geo
it's
didn't
not
make that.
mine. I know.
Wow.
That analog system is very expensive. So this is what I think. Since every time 8-bit though comes out with a controller,
Mm.
there's usually a console coming.
Yeah, possibly.
So I think 8-bit though is going to do an AES. I mean, not 8-bit though, analog. I think analog is going to do an AES system or another run of the MVS system.
People were wondering if the Duo was going to be both the the TurboGrafx and the SNK system. That would be.
Think it is? That would be crazy.
I don't know, but they did come out the joystick, so I don't know. That's the only
Yeah, I
system
mean,
they got rumored.
The Duo could play CD games, so yeah, it would be exclusive to CD games. For sure.
What if it was Sega CD, Neo-Geo CD,
and
all the
CD,
like all the CDs,
all the CD consoles?
Well, that
Panasonic
would be
video.
Oh, man, 3D.
that would be the Polymega.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if that's their version of Polymega, it's been years.
The Polymega does that, and the Polymega just signed a deal with Atari, and they said everybody. I've been waiting 2 years. I pre-ordered mine in 2021.
I didn't get it yet.
And no, I haven't gotten it yet. But they said I should get it this year.
Wow.
So since they signed a deal with Atari, they got a lot of funding, and they put everything in mass production.
Where's Atari getting
So,
from?
well, Atari is actually their VCS system. Well, they're bringing out an adapter, and they're making an exclusive Atari add-on where it'll play 2600 and 2800 games, and I think everything in between. And it'll play on the MVS and it'll play on the Polymega. They announced all this on their website.
Okay.
But the Polymega naturally plays Neo-Geo CD, 3DO, Atari Jaguar CD, any CD-based games before Dreamcast and PS2.
I was interested.
It will play.
I looked at it. I was interested, but it plays an emulated version of the disc, which kind of
It does play
threw
an
me off
emulated
a little
version.
bit. Unless you have a collection. If you have a collection and you don't want to hook up systems, that's great for you.
Initially, when they initially launched the system, or they were in the process of making it, it was supposed to be FPGA.
That would have been totally
But
different.
then they saw how expensive it was to put and make it FPGA, so they went with emulation. But they just released the N64 add-on, so now you have Sega, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16, Genesis. I said Genesis, Sega, and N64. There's the add-ons right there. N64 is the newest one.
It seems like a dream come true for a collector.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if only they can make it accessible for a decent price and not wait 3 years for it, then we got something there.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's correct. So I hope when I get mine this year out, I do an unboxing and everybody come over and play it.
There you go.
We'll be watching.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Last game coming in to the chat.
Oh, he came in at the end.
Yo.
Right there. There you go.
There you go. But all right. So that's all the news we got on anything SNK coming up. The controller, that's all we got.
Pretty much, yeah.
But Kag, yeah, thanks for coming up on the show. Listen, you're the guy to go to when it comes to Neo-Geo. That's why it was the topic tonight. And you didn't disappoint, showing us all the Neo-Geo stuff you got. And I'm sure there's quite a bit more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a whole wall of games over here. It's an expensive hobby if you want to get into it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If you want it to be all original stuff, know. And I wanted original just because I have such a fond memory of it. But you can access these games anywhere. So if you're watching, you want to play them, the full Neo-Geo library is like 4 gigs, not even. And you can play it in RetroArch. You can play it anywhere. You can play them on Steam Deck or wherever. So if you want to get your feet wet into it, try there. And then if you start to love them, then get into getting the actual hardware. Yeah. And then Reggie in the chat, yes, Reggie, I still do have that other Neo-Geo. If you want it, we can trade for it. You know what you got to give up if you want it.
And there's a Metal Slug X in the chat, y'all. If y'all didn't grab that code, you should have get that. It's right there. I'm about to do it right now.
Bizarre's getting all over that. He's got all the codes tonight.
There it is.
But yeah, we appreciate it. Chat appreciates the free stuff.
Yep.
As always.
Not a problem, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Yeah. I always talk about your channel to my buddies here in Cleveland. And I tell them, come and watch the channel. Because I'm like, with all jokes aside, and this isn't floating you guys, patting your ego. You got such an excellent channel, well done, with how you guys present everything. You have all of like when you do the topics and stuff, you have all that. You have all the pop-ups, just everything is done so well. I just don't understand why your channel is not blown yet. As far as on YouTube, because it's you do such a great job, man.
We have no.
I tell everybody about it. I'm like, yo, you check these guys out. Fighter Fridays. My boy checked them out. He was like, man, they're playing Smash Brothers. I don't want that. See that kid. I'm like, they play other stuff. I said they play other stuff, but every time he came on, it was Smash Brothers. And
that's the first impression
coming from my chest. My goodness. Tell him to tune in this Friday.
Word.
Yeah, I'll definitely tell him to tune in this Friday, man.
Tell him we're playing Street Fighter 1. Playing Fighting Streets.
Oh my God.
Fighting Streets.
Wow.
I did.
And you know what? What we'll do, what I'll do on Friday, which is what's today? Wednesday? Is that Wednesday?
Yeah,
it is Wednesday.
All right. So if the Media Glitch team comes out on top on Friday,
okay,
we will give away a free copy of Street Fighter 6 randomly, and we'll let the losers pick the random person that wins this game. We'll give away a free copy of Street Fighter 6 on the stream.
Yeah.
However you want it, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Steam, however you want it, we'll get it to you, and it's going to be from the Media Glitch squad.
Nice.
If that's if we win, we're going to make losers pick.
I ain't getting no game. Sorry, y'all. There's gonna be no game.
Don't be behaving.
Yo.
So we're gonna show level 857 some love this Friday, and
good,
much appreciated.
Bring the heat, man.
Cafe 5 says to
I
do
want
Street
all the
Fighter
smoke.
1. He wants to see Street Fighter 1.
Street Fighter 1.
So bad.
This kid
Oh,
versus Ryu
so awful.
all day.
I want all the smoke.
So
Come a long way. It's come a long way.
Hadahu. Hands of Thunder.
Yikes. All right. Yeah, man.
Thank you so much, Cag.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
you,
Cag,
bro.
dude.
Thanks,
I appreciate
brother.
you guys.
Welcome back anytime.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
will
sir.
meet again. Actually,
And so is the rest of Media Glitch. Y'all all welcome back anytime.
I was gonna ask, when are you visiting New York, man?
All right, so I snuck in and snuck out on you guys. I was there. Listen, it was.
Oh no.
Listen, I apologize. It was only for my son's graduation. I flew in. I was there for 6 hours and I was out.
Okay.
And
okay.
only
6
reason is
whole
because
Takes like
right.
30
Only reason is
minutes out
because my wife couldn't get the time off, so we had no babysitter the next day, so I couldn't stay a couple days while she was at work. So I had to come right back. But I'm gonna be up there in October. I'll be up there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to Game On this year because I have a family reunion, and I got to go to the family reunion. I can't.
Reggie
skip
said
the
you're
family
lying
reunion.
about that. Reggie
no.
said you're lying about that.
Oh no.
Well, Reggie is more. He is welcome to come to the family reunion and get some food. Maybe we'll get him a girlfriend. Maybe we'll get him a girlfriend. It's nothing but sisters in my family and Puerto Ricans. So we'll get somebody that treats them right.
Yo, that's-
Let's get Reggie a girlfriend. Hey.
Reggie's like, well, all right then.
Well, Reggie just booked his flight just now.
He'll that right forearm won't be so swole anymore.
Oh!
Hitting him with the daggers.
Y'all wonder why he's so good in Street Fighter. Button combinations come like.
Yo.
It's all about the hand coordination.
Yo, he said he's good at beat fighters.
Beat Fighter 5. Beat Fighter 5.
Beat Fighter 5.
No, but
play it alone.
Reggie's my brother, man. Love him to death, man.
He said, why you got Popeye
And,
on?
I wish I could have made a game on this year, but listen, hopefully they're gonna come down to the Cleveland Gaming Expo that we're having. It's called the Cleveland Gaming Classic. If you guys want to come down, please come down. This year it's pretty dope because the Mortal Kombat guys are gonna be there. But one of the guys that I haven't gotten a signature from is Kung Lao, the guy who plays
Mm.
who played Kung Lao and Kano, I think it is, or is it Kano? It might have just been Kano and a couple other characters. He's gonna be there, and I can't wait to get his signature, man. So that's gonna be
Dope.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I really wish we can make these damn things.
I know, right?
What do you?
Here,
We need
brother.
tickets.
Is
We
there a
need- we need
date?
tickets.
Yes, it is September. Give me a second here. I think it's September 22nd to the 24th.
22nd to 24th. You
Okay,
said it's
so
where?
it's
Is
on
it
the weekend.
Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Yep,
Ohio.
here in Cleveland. Yep, down at our IX Center. Cleveland Gaming Classic. It is. Their website is up. I just want to make sure I get the right dates here.
I'll do that.
Yes, it is September 22nd to September 24th. The IX Center is the biggest venue we have in Cleveland. It's basically a aircraft carrier
Nice.
thing, which is crazy.
It's
So
huge.
they're gonna have a lot of people there. The guest star, he is pulling it up now. I had it up here.
Reggie talking that
So-
shit in the chat.
He is so he played Kano, Barranca, and he'll be there. Then Carlos Pacina and Daniel Pacina will be there. And then Tim Kritzero will be there also. And then Carrie Hoskins, who plays Sonya Blade, will be there also.
Oh, word.
Awesome.
Yo, when's Katana gonna be there though?
It's an 8-hour.
Yo.
Right.
He said, "What's
It's
gonna
an 8-hour drive
Actually,
for us.
I want to meet Katana from the movie.
8-hour
Katana?
drive, yeah. 8-hour drive, man. But if you guys come down, you don't have to worry about hotels or anything. You're
Word.
welcome here. Stay. I got enough room for everybody, man. So if you
Nice.
ever want to come down, just hit me up, let me know, and you guys are more than welcome. My wife is an excellent cook, so you'll be fed,
Oh,
Yeah.
and
We gotta make
I'll
something
get
happen, man.
I get to
Yeah.
beat you down in person.
yeah. Well, I'm
he
checking.
said it's so nice.
We might have to
Beat
let
you down
you. We
first.
might have to let you win for the hospitality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
You know.
Welcome to my
Nah,
house.
you ain't
Come
gotta
get that
let
ass
me win,
whooped.
man. Just, Reggie beat me down with Jax, and I was salty, dude. I was salty. But listen, I have learned to can my rage. 'Cause fighting games, dude, to get me worked up. But I've learned to can my rage. Man.
Yo, man.
That's amazing.
Awesome having you again, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
I appreciate you guys. Thank
Until
you.
the next time, bro.
Thank you, Kag.
Peace
Thank you,
out.
brother.
Yeah, man. We gotta make that happen. We gotta see what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 8 hours. We can rock that.
8 hours. 8 hours and 6 minutes.
We can
Exactly.
rock with that.
Yeah, I just Googled it. I'm like, yeah,
There's,
that's
there
not
might be
bad.
traffic though. Nah.
We could take a
I
flight.
mean, hey,
We can.
I'm sure there are cheap flights to Cleveland.
cheap flights to Cleveland. That's right there.
Greyhound.
It's
Fuck
like
that,
45 minutes.
Don't you
You take
dare say
Greyhound.
don't you dare say
Wow.
Greyhound ever again in my presence.
That's
I will
the
cut
one.
you with this. I will cut you. Greyhound needs to be closed forever.
Greyhound should be like blown, like that company should just go out of business.
They're
They,
the
they don't
worst.
have. They don't have fond
Amtrak?
memories.
We get
They don't have
Amtrak.
fond memories of great.
It goes to Cleveland.
Yeah, it goes
Am-
goes all over the United States, I think.
Well,
Hey,
some
listen.
parts. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yo, where
Yeah,
we
actually,
we
you're right.
rock that Amtrak. We get some good food.
Actually, that's
We
a
get
good
some
idea.
shelter. We whip Cag's ass. We leave. We talk about it, and we.
We might. We might have to
Damn.
do our first vlog for the channel. You know.
Wait,
Who
why
knows?
not?
Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Or it might be too much work, and we just go and not do the
Maybe
vlog.
Maybe Reggie. Just at the same time, we whoop his ass, and then we leave also.
Damn.
Yeah, Reggie, pop by. You know, make something happen.
All right.
We keep
Well-
on informed. We keep on informed.
Everybody out there listening, watching, we got the streaming schedule for y'all. If you don't know, every Sunday we can do Let's Plays. Let's Play Sundays.
He said, "What do I say?"
We do Let's Plays.
Sound like he did a move with Street Fighter.
That's a Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
freaking-
I'm gonna throw you over here.
I'm gonna throw you
Yeah.
right now.
So we either do a co-op and a versus every Sunday from now on, starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. All right. Then of course, what do we got Fridays?
We got Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, it's the second week of the month, so we're playing Street Fighter 6.
Sensational.
Yes!
That was so crazy.
And as you guys heard earlier, Media Glitch has issued a challenge to us, so we gotta fight them. And if they come out on top, they will issue a copy of Street Fighter 6.
I think if we win, they issue 2 copies.
I don't know if that's part of the deal, but that would
Yeah,
be,
I
that would
mean-
be
Hey,
great.
I don't remember hearing that part, but
Well,
okay.
you heard it here first.
I mean, shit.
That would add incentive to the challenge.
So yeah, tune in 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Friday.
Yeah.
And that's what July 15th.
Yep.
Yo, Cafe Files, we gotta look at the retro world thing. See what's going on with that.
Word.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the video game podcast that you're listening to or watching live, which we do recommend you do. Every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in. Sometimes we have a guest, but we always have fun. That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in case y'all didn't know, it's this media glitched out month.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the guests from Media Glitch popping on all month long.
That's right.
So who's next week? I don't know. We'll see.
Subscribe to the channel.
You'll find out.
Follow us on our social media because it will be posted sometime tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sometime. I don't know exactly when. Sometime.
It'll be there.
It'll be there.
If not, it'll be there the next day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be there at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah. I still haven't done the promo yet, but yeah, it'll be up tomorrow.
I just have a suggestion. The week that Joel is going to be on, just put his face on Kratos.
Ooh.
I think that'd be a funny
I mean,
post.
That would've been a
I think it
funnier
would be
surprise.
funnier if we just did that and not said it live.
Well, he doesn't.
No, people,
But
he still he probably heard that. He's
No,
like,
he
"Oh."
does. He doesn't. He has no idea. He has no idea.
You think he's still in the all right? Well,
I have no idea. Or it doesn't have to be Kratos. It could be an enemy getting choked by Kratos. Hey,
we can talk about this outside the. It's funny though. I'm down with that.
I got ideas.
I'm down with that. Anyway, thank you everybody out there for watching. Y'all dope. Until next time.
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Peace.